Yes, guys, the Premier League season is finally over. Arsenal are Premier League champions at last after 22 years. Gameweek 37 review, or let's just call it the Arsenal season review. We might as well call it the Arsenal season review, plus an FA Cup talk towards the end of the show as well, if you like. Josh, let all your emotions out, my friend. It's your moment. It's your time to shine. I'm happy for you guys. Fuck Man City. Pep get in the bin. Pep out of here. You know what I'm saying? Congrats, Arsenal, for real. Congratulations. You guys deserve it. I can't say anything else. Josh, take it away. The floor is yours.
Before last night, the last time my football club won the league, I was a fetus in my mum's stomach. Before last night. And for the first time in my life, I have finally seen my club win the Premier League title. It's been an exhausting journey, especially during the Arteta years, second 3 times in a row. The amount of humiliation that came with that, the amount of pain, the amount of suffering, the amount of disappointment, it was very hard to handle. That all culminated with our 1-1 draw against Man City this season. You will understand I was absolutely devastated with the performance. I was absolutely disgusted with the way we celebrated getting a point. I was even getting angry at you and Agassia, and I was saying, this mentality just isn't it. We've wasted so much time under this manager. I've wasted years under this manager. That Martinelli goal won us the league. And I didn't celebrate it at the time because I was so angry with the performance, and I was so devastated that I was stuck with a bum bottle club, useless club, whatever. We managed to do it. Thank you, Mikel Arteta. Thank you so much. Big up, Arian. Congratulations, Arsenal, for winning the Premier League. Thank you very much. Manchester United, your time will be soon. Given the way football cycles go, it'll probably be not for at least another decade, but you're Manchester United, you will be back on your perch soon.
Hopefully.
So, yeah, make sure you look forward to it. But, Akron, I want to pinpoint 2 games against the same opposition that turned our season around.
Yeah.
Newcastle away, Newcastle at home. Those 2 games spun our season in our favour. Especially that Gabriel 96th minute winner. And Martin Odegaard, I've criticised you so many times. You are the captain of this football club. I don't believe you should be captain, but you're going to be lifting that Premier League title at Selhurst Park on Sunday. Fair fucking play. For all the talk about Bruno's assists, Henry's assists, De Bruyne's assists in seasons where they didn't win the league, Odegaard came up with 2 assists that were more important than all 60 of those assists from those 3 players combined. Away at West Ham and away at Newcastle. That is a captain. Thank you, Martin. Thank you so much for, giving me one of the happiest moments in my life, football-wise. Honestly, man, I told you off stage, I cried after the Wolves game. I was absolutely fuming. I was punching my wall, which is embarrassing to admit after we bottled a 2-goal lead to what was at the time the worst team in Premier League history.
Yeah.
We actually extended our lead at the top to 5 points, but City had a game in hand, and you just knew what was going to happen at that point. But my word, man, the amount of pain, as soon as we lost to Bournemouth, I completely took myself away from football for the sake of my mental health. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not seeing the same thing happening again. I stayed away from it. I refused to watch Arsenal play apart from the Champions League semis. I watched the first half versus Burnley 2 days ago, and my heart couldn't take it, so I had to go to the gym instead. I was like, I can't do this title race stuff, man. And I was going to go out. I didn't want to watch the first half of Bournemouth versus City, but I got told by the same organisation that I wrote the Gilberto article for. I had to write about Southampton getting stripped away from the playoff final. So I was pretty much forced to watch it while writing that. And when when Semenyo scored, I thought he's well onside. They're going to overturn that. Luckily, he was offside. And then Evan Nielsen missed a fucking open goal. I'm like, mate, really? Why does this always happen in a title race against Man City? Why can't players put the ball in the back of the net? Thankfully, 3P Junior, the most amount of Premier League goals by a teenager in Premier League history, puts them 1-0 up. That £75 million move to us in the summer is a done deal as far as I'm concerned. Get him into the club. And Bournemouth, they should have been about 3-4-0 up, for Christ's sake. That, who was it? Not Ryan Christie. Was it Cooks? Was it? No, Brooks. I think it was Brooks. Missed 2 absolute sitters, if you remember. Former City Academy graduate. When he ran through on goal 90 minutes, I dropped down to my knees and I put my arms up like that. I was like, we're winning the league. Fuck, he's hit the post. You can. Yeah, you know, all this.
Yeah.
And then Highland's equalised, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to do this. They're going to do what they did at Anfield again. I can't handle this. And fair play, Anthony Taylor. You helped us win our last trophy and our last trophy before that. And you didn't give City any more injury time, which is what this is what we've become so accustomed to seeing, you know. And as soon as he put his whistle to his mouth, I dropped to my knees and was like, ah! Oh my word, man. Oh my word. Oh, thank you, Mikel Arteta. I've been his biggest critic. I've given him nothing but shit. But thank you. We should be on 3 Premier League titles under him, but, you know, the first one's always the hardest. And I see no reason why we can't retain it next season, but it's still going to be very tough. We said off stage, Chelsea under Xabi Alonso I'm very worried about, which is partly why I was so desperate to win this, because obviously not even being an Arsenal fan, but being human, I hate Chelsea Football Club. So there's that. Manchester United, listen, with European football, I don't know if you're going to challenge next season, but there's no reason why you can't. Liverpool, I don't know if they're going to improve under Arne Slot. Manchester City under Enzo Maresca, I don't think anything's going to change. They're still going to be where they are. They're still going to be the team to beat. I know that we're champions, but they're going to be the team to beat because they are the most dominant team in the country. In our adult years, our teenage going into adult years. So, listen, man, there's no reason why we can't retain it next season. Put Norgard on the pitch, put Iggle Piggle on the pitch, put Win the Dog on the pitch at Selhurst Park. You know, rest all our main players for Budapest because we're the insufferable. Let's become the unforgettables, as Henri said, and lift that Champions League final in Budapest. But thank you, every Arsenal staff member, every player, every fan that I've argued with, that I've agreed with, you know, made love with, whatever. Thank you for, we're a family. We disagree on many things, but that's what family's about, and we finally got something to unite us. And thank you, Mikel Arteta, for that, because you've made us Arsenal again. You have. There's no getting away from it. Finally back on, I wouldn't say our perch, but we're back on the perch of English football after 22 long years. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's my interlude to start off the stream.
It's brilliant, bro. Honestly, I could just sit here and listen to you go on and on and on, bro.
Mate, honestly.
It's fine. I've been through it before. It's been too long, but you know, seeing Man City in the mud, I love it. You know, I love it. But only when Liverpool win it, then that kind of hurts me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
I'm not bothered about Arsenal winning it. Like people, it's like a lot of fans will say, "Oh, Arsenal winning it, the world is over. It's the end." No, it's just gonna be every other ordinary title race. Everyone's
exactly, man.
Like,
and listen, when Manchester United are top again, people are going to be begging Arsenal to be back on top because they're going to realise how insufferable Manchester United fans are. Don't think we've forgotten. Don't think we've forgotten. Because once you're back on top, mate, it's going to be absolute hell. So, you know.
The thing is, we've got the most fans. That's why it's going to be like so.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But the thing is with Liverpool is I had to deal with them during lockdown. I played football with Liverpool fans during lockdown because lockdown over here was different to obviously the rest of the world.
Cool.
And obviously Liverpool fans were driving over to my house and shit like that. Their bus, bro, they just did a bus parade after they won the 20th league title. So I'm like, yeah, it's over. It's peak over here. So yeah, Liverpool, I don't want to see them win ever again. But honestly,
they will. Like they're too big of a club not to. Same with Manchester United.
But I don't see them winning in like the next 2-3 years. Probably, I don't know. Attack which games defense which held and Arsenal been brilliant this season at that back. Strongest for Europe.
Hopefully, we prove that last sentence in Budapest. But thank you for the kind words there. I'm absolutely delighted, and fair play for being respectful.
Is this the best day of your life, Josh? 100% has to be, right?
Football wise, yes. But yesterday was best day of my life football wise. Obviously, as Bill Shankly famously said, I know he's a Liverpool legend, but allow me. Out of all the unimportant things in life, football is by far the most important. And 100%. Wow, man. Well, my club are actually top. This is insane. And Arian, if Tottenham get relegated, oh my word. If Tottenham get relegated and we win that Champions League final, I don't give a fuck. That is a treble of all trebles, guys.
This will be the best year of your life.
Bro, and if I graduate as well, oh my god. But anyway, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. It's still one game at a time, as I say. Bumper Palace game, one more game. Forget one game at a time. There's one more game. Win it in Budapest, okay? I honestly can't wait for the Community Shield next season. Arteta versus Maresca, Arsenal versus Man City. And we're going to be walking out next to the Premier League title. I savor that moment. But yeah, man. Hopefully we'll be in the Super Cup as well. But anyway.
Yeah, that'll be a strong start for you guys, for sure, man. Community Shield.
Exactly, man. And yes, man. Akvin, you're going to be there. You're going to be there again. You are going to be there again, and people are going to wish that anyone else was top. Because Manchester United, your fans, listen, your fans are shameless, and you have every right to be. You have every right to be. Whoever wins that 21st league title first is going to be absolutely unbearable.
The bragging rights will be through the roof.
I know, bro.
And I'll be trolling every single Liverpool fan if we win that 21st league title.
If you win it first, yeah. But, and if we retain it next season, we're only 5 league titles behind you two. So hopefully we'll be joining into the elite soon.
That's a worry, but like I said, I'd rather you than City or Liverpool any day of the week.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like
I've always said
I think people forget, due to the banter years and the Emirates move, like apparently 100,000 people were outside the Emirates last night. Now, I don't know if that's true. I highly doubt that's true. But if those numbers are correct or anywhere near correct, Arsenal we are a massive institution, genuinely, and we finally got something to, we genuinely are, and we finally got bragging rights. We finally, healed the wounds from the Van Persie Guard of Honour. We're getting our own at Selhurst Park. Wow, man, I'm so happy. And
guess who'll be a part of that Guard of Honor? Sorry to cut you off. Guess who'll be a part of that Guard of Honor? Eddie Nketiah.
Mate, honestly, I thank him as well because, he breathed life into our first title challenge. I told you, Akvin, this is poetic. Our title challenging under Mikel Arteta began at Selhurst Park, and it's going to end with, hopefully not ends, but the mission for that first league title is finally complete at Selhurst Park.
It's a stay. He's going to be here next year, and I think you will compete for the title again next year. 100%. Mikel Arteta will be here.
Of course, Arteta, mate. One thing about him, he never gives up. The amount of managers that would have walked away in humiliation after 3 second places in a row. But Akvin, you know how I constantly talk about patterns. I constantly recognise patterns. I constantly spout them on this channel, and you just have to sit there and listen. I never clocked this. Arsene Wenger was our manager for 22 years. We won our first league title in 22 years. I should have seen the stars aligning, but I was just too in denial. So I was too in denial. I was like, how are you going to win the league if you're drawing to Wolves? How are you going to win the league, if you're sitting back at home against a shit Liverpool side? All these games, all these times trying to defend a lead or defend a draw, the 90th minute, or the late goals, the late daggers away at Villa Park, away at Anfield, at home to Manchester United. Oh my word, Eze hitting the post at the Etihad. All of it, it's finally fucking done. And it's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, let alone Mikel Arteta's and the players. Wow, man. And the people I'm happy for, in terms of the players in our team, Ben White, you sacrificed your body for this club. Thank you, Sake. You sacrificed your body for this club, and you've finally been rewarded. Gabriel as well. Arteta's first signing, permanent signing, first signing with legal tender with actual money. What a player you've been, my guy. What a player you've been. And I saw Vieira and Jamie Carragher doing the Arsenal Invincibles and Arsenal 2026 combined 11. I've got to put Gabriel or Saliba, take your pick, 50-50 ahead of Kolo Toure. I've got to put Raya in over Jens Lehmann personally. I don't know about Rice over Gilberto, but I can completely understand it. No disrespect. Timber over Loren, I can see it. Henry and Bergkamp, they're not getting touched. Lundberg, Saka over Lundberg, maybe.
Not yet. He has to win this.
Not yet. But listen, Akvin, if we lift up big ears on the 30th of May in Hungary, mate, they're all legends, my guy. They're all legends. Madueke with a Premier League title, you know.
He leaves Chelsea when they're literally about to win the Club World Cup. He goes to Arsenal, wins the Premier League title, just like that.
Exactly. Hey, Madueke left Chelsea. Madueke and Kepa left Chelsea to win the Premier League. Havertz won us the league title, by the way. Won Chelsea the Champions League, won us the league title with that goal against Burnley. And he scored at the Etihad, although he missed the last minute chance as well. But my gosh, like, been so on edge the entire season. The Carabao Cup final defeat, the defeat to Southampton, who we were definitely spied on, by the way. We were definitely spied on in our training, but we were still shit. Mate, that Carabao Cup final, listen, Akvin, if we won that Carabao Cup final, this league would have been sewn up in April. I can't lie. We would have beaten Bournemouth, in my opinion.
It'd have been over.
And we would have.
In March, even.
Yeah, it should have been over in March. But if we won that Carabao Cup final, Akvin, this Premier League title would have been sewn up by April, I think. We would have at least got a point at home to Bournemouth and away at City. Yeah. And pretty much confirmed it after beating Newcastle. But yeah, man, I'm just so happy. And since that Manchester City defeat, we've only conceded one goal. Julian Alvarez's penalty in the Champions League final first leg. Defence wins you titles, as Arian said. Obviously not all the time, otherwise we would have won it in 2024. But regardless, Arteta is now the second youngest manager to ever win the Premier League after Jose Mourinho in 2005. If If Arteta won it in 2024, he would have been the youngest, but unfortunately we were 2 points short. But thank you, Mikel. Thank you so much. Listen, Akvin, you know I've criticised him more than anything. I've said some spiteful things, but thank you, because you've given me the best day of my sporting life, my football life, and a hell of a lot of pain to get there, but we finally got there. You know, we take piss, Akvin. We talk about trophies all the time, and trophies are the metric, and we kind of dismiss the journey to get there. But oh my word, what a journey this has been, my guy! What a journey this has been. And at the end of the day, this is what makes it so special. You know, between Ferguson, coming in '86 and winning his first title in '93. That's what, about 7 years. I mean, imagine that journey for Manchester United fans who were on a massive league title drought as well, who had experienced their club getting relegated. I mean, the journey is every bit as... the journey is what makes you a football fan, all that pain. You're on your journey right now. You've got shitty owners. You've got an interim manager, huge risk. You're taking it one season at a time. The only thing you've got for you at the minute is Champions League football and Bruno's assist equaling records. But, when you do lift your 21st league title back, then you're going to think back of these years and say, this was Manchester United. We were always going to come back. And listen, man, it's the journey of a football fan. I'm just... Man, I don't know what to say. Like, everyone's going to be there. Everyone's going to know where they were when Arsenal ended the 22-year league title drought. And I had the privilege of celebrating it with my closest family. And yeah, man, I'm just so delighted. And, thank you, Mikel Arteta. Thank you to the players, to the staff, and to the fans who gave me abuse, who argued with me, or you argued with me, whoever side you were on. At the end of the day, we're all wanting what's best for the club, and that is to win major trophies. That is to win trophies in general. and we finally ended our league title route. Let's lock it off in Budapest, lads. Come on.
How would you react after they win in Budapest versus yourself? I think
Honestly,
in Arsenal's history, bro. If you win that in Budapest, yeah, I think you know what? I'll be with you. Arteta's probably the greatest manager in history. I'd have to say, probably.
if Arteta wins the Champions League, he is the greatest manager in our history.
Easily.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And Arsenal will be undoubtedly the third biggest club in the country, without a shadow of a doubt. If we finally have a European Cup in our cabinet, we're undoubtedly the third biggest team in the country, without a doubt for me. I mean, I'm talking about other clubs. Man City, they're still only 4 league titles away from us, so we need to be very wary of that. We need to hopefully retain it next season. But Chelsea, you double their league titles, and they're still you double Chelsea's league title count, and they're still 2 league titles behind us. Win that European Cup, and we're undoubtedly not only the kings of London or kings of Europe, kings of the world, whatever, but we're the third biggest, without a doubt, in the country.
Yeah, you already are the kings of London, and I think you are already the biggest club in the country. I don't see Chelsea being bigger than you guys personally. I never did. I mean, to be fair, when they won the European Cup, I was thinking, yeah, Arsenal on the downward trajectory. I'm like thinking, all right, Chelsea can definitely rise up now and take advantage. But you know what? I think this is it now. I think that's sealed. I think last night's Premier League title has sealed it. Like, you are the third biggest club in the country. I don't think anyone's bigger than you guys after City, Chelsea. There's no one else. I mean,
That's the thing, Akavin.
Aston Villa can talk to you guys with the European Cups. Forest can't even talk to you with the European Cups. You've got
Hamburg can, Studia Bucharest can. We need to win this. I want to win in Budapest, bro. I want to be on the table with Villa and Studia Bucharest and Marseille, and PSG and Man City and Aston Villa. But
Slavia Prague. Was it the one that won the Champions League in?
Was it CSKA Moscow? I think they might have won it.
No, the one that won the league title from the Champions League from Serbia. I forgot the team. It's
was it Red Star? Red Star Belgrade.
Red Star Belgrade. Yeah.
I know. Oh my word, man! It's just, listen. In terms of biggest clubs in England, the one thing that has always held us back more than anything is our European record. Chelsea have won the European Cup twice. They've since their last domestic cup win in 2018, they've won a fuck ton of international trophies, European trophies, international. If we win that Champions League, we're undoubtedly the third biggest in the country. As of right now, before whatever happens in Budapest, Chelsea have 2 European Cups, and that's something they're always going to have over us unless, obviously, we win in Budapest. So, at the moment, I don't think we're necessarily undoubtedly the third biggest club in the country. But if we win in Budapest, Akavin, we're sitting on the table with United and Liverpool. And I'm not saying we're as big as you two, we're definitely not, but we're the list of the 3 elite. We're undoubtedly the triple act of the elite in English football, in my opinion. And, I wish that to happen. We're not on United and Liverpool's table yet. If we win in Budapest, I believe we are. Because if we win our first one, we're only 2 behind Manchester United, which is insane to think about. Because for the history and heritage of your football club, you should be on a hell of a lot more. You should have a hell of a lot more European Cups.
We should have 7, bro. 7 European Cups. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, if Dwight York wasn't offside at the Bernabeu in 2000, if Paul Scholes wasn't wrongfully disallowed for offside in 2004, you would have won it in 2004.
Yeah,
knocking Porto out. 2009 and 2011 especially, you were beaten by a far better side. But for the history and heritage of Manchester United, to have only 3 European Cups is insane.
2009, there was a case for us to win it. There was a chance for us to win. I mean,
no, of course, 2009 you could have won.
We just missed the penalty. Had we scored that penalty, the tables would have turned, in my opinion, because the missed penalty ruined everything.
Bro, you didn't miss a penalty in that game. That was Ronaldo in the semi-finals the previous season.
No. We actually missed a penalty in that final. Actually, in 2009 final.
You did not miss a penalty in that final, bro. Trust me.
I did. I watched the highlights back. We did. We actually did.
You did not. No, I swear down, you're thinking of Ronaldo the season before at the new camp in the first leg of the semi-final.
I can.
I swear down, you did not miss a penalty that game. Don't worry, bro. Um, yeah, I mean, you started like a house on fire in 2009, and then once Eto'o went 1-0 up, put Barcelona 1-0 up after 10 minutes, you couldn't get the ball off them.
Hmm.
But 2009, you had the case. 2011, Barcelona were by far the better side, you know. And like I say, Akivin, we've won the league title. We could either go Manchester United 07-08 or Manchester United 10-11. You know, either way, I'm still going to be absolutely delighted because my club are finally Premier League winners. But, you know, if we match Manchester United 07-08, oh my word. Oh my word. You know, Ronaldo or Martinelli debates. Zubimendi or Scholes. Ferdinand. Actually, no, our centre backs are quite decent. But Ben White or Owen Hargreaves, you know, silly stuff like that. It's going to be brilliant. If we do win the Champions League, of course. You know, Gyökeres or Rooney. Obviously, you know, combined 11. Apart from Rice instead of Carrick, maybe none of our players will get into that 07-08 team. But yeah, man, what a feeling! What a feeling! And I know I'm talking about Budapest, but I'm just trying to enjoy the moment now. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy the Premier League title lift with my nephews and my close family, and it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. I can't wait for it. Martin Odegaard, for all the stick I've given him, he's come up for all the talk of Bruno's assists, Henri's assists, De Bruyne's assists. All 60 of those assists are not as important as Odegaard's 2 assists this season. Newcastle away and West Ham away. Absolutely massive. Thank you. That is the captain's contribution. So fair play. Fair play. And Saka, we talk about him bottling it in the running. The opposite occurred. Instead of turning up for the first, 7 months of the season before dropping off, he was injured for a lot of the 7 months, was nowhere near his best in terms of performance, but turned up when it mattered most. Assist for Havertz against Burnley, and the winner against Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals. And thank you, Brian. Thank you. You know, I know Chelsea fans aren't going to be the most happy with it, but thank you for the class. And, you know, with Xabi Alonso coming in next season, I think you guys are going to be a real problem, which is, like I said previously, why I was so desperate to finally get a league title now. Because I think Chelsea under Xabi Alonso, they're going to be a real tough nut to crack. And it could easily be an Arsenal-Chelsea title race next season. Arsenal-Chelsea, Man City. I wonder if Manchester United will be there, probably, maybe. Liverpool, maybe. It could be an exciting season next season, you know. It could be very exciting. So
For sure, bro.
We'll see how it goes. There may be a dark horse. We might have another Leicester. Everton might finally wake up from their slumber. I mean, I don't know. Possibilities are endless, man. If Arteta can win a league title, you can. So, and thank you, Bournemouth. Thank you, Bournemouth. I forgot to say as well.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Bournemouth.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, you put our title dreams in a bin last month, and you resurrected them fully last night. And Iraola, you're Arteta's best friend, or one of Arteta's best friends. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And I don't know why you're leaving Bournemouth, but you've given them the greatest season in their history. They've qualified for Europe in the first time in their history. If Aston Villa win tonight in the Europa League final and provide Liverpool drop points and you win your last game of the season, you could be in the Champions League.
Yeah, man.
You could be in the Champions League.
I mean,
oh man,
Max brought me out. A lot of what you said is true, and I can only feel
Havertz or Rooney.
that's a bit of a switch.
No, obviously I was talking about if we were to win in Budapest, people will compare Arsenal with Man United 07-08 and all that nonsense. And I say now, whether we win in Budapest or not, apart from maybe Rice for Michael Carrick, I don't see any of our players getting in really. Timber over Gary Neville or John O'Shea, Wes Brown. I think Timber will come in. But.
There's a case for 2008 Gary Neville, but there's no case for 1999 Gary Neville. No way.
Yeah, exactly. Of course.
Yeah, but if you're comparing the 2008 Gary Neville, there is a debate, but I mean,
yeah.
So
I think if we were obviously to win in Budapest, the only Arsenal players that get into that Man United '08 team are probably Timber at right back and maybe Rice ahead of Carrick, although that is harsh on Carrick
no,
because he's
it's
severely
Rice ahead
underrated.
of Carrick, Rice ahead of Hargreaves, you can put him over Hargreaves.
Wasn't it Carrick and Scholes in the middle?
Hargreaves played as well in that. I think he played in the final. He took one of the penalties as well.
Did Owen Hargreaves play right back?
No, he didn't.
No, that was O'Shea.
That was O'Shea.
Am I tripping? Was he on the left? Ronaldo on the right?
Wes Brown played right back. Wes Brown played right back. He put in the cross for Ronaldo to score the header in the final. He put in the cross.
Yeah, hopefully that's Timber to Martinelli in Budapest. But was Hargreaves playing on the left? Maybe because Nani was a new signing. I don't think he played he obviously came off the bench and all that.
Ronaldo
was on the right.
He was a bit on the left.
There was Giggs as well. Was that hell?
No, I think it was Rooney on the right. I think Tevez played on top. I think Rooney must have played kind of on the right hand side. Giggs came off the bench. He didn't start the final, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think
if Arsenal do, sorry for cutting off Ackerman, if we do win the Champions League and we inevitably talk about the Arsenal 2026 versus Man United 2008 combined 11, I think apart from Timber and Rice, I don't see if any of our players really get in, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to be putting Norgard above Gerrard in Premier League legacy debates. It's brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
I'm gonna back it.
You're going to back that, yeah. Norgard needs to play on Sunday because he's only made 4 appearances in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So.
How many players have more Premier League titles than Steven Gerrard? Countless, isn't it? Countless.
Madueke.
Gabriel Obertan has more Premier League titles than Steven Gerrard. Bebe has more Premier League titles than Steven Gerrard. Phil Jones has more Premier League titles than Steven Gerrard. Szoboszlai has more Premier League titles than Steven Gerrard.
Bebe.
Man, this is hilarious, bro.
Hey, listen. Obviously, I respect Steven Gerrard as a player, but for a player of his talent to have never won a league title is, quite frankly, appalling for a club the size of Liverpool as well. But listen, man, all droughts soon come to an end. Like I said, Arsene Wenger was our manager for 22 years. I should have seen the signs. Our first league title in 22 years. It's like Liverpool, their 30-year title drought finally ended. It's like
Josh,
destiny exists, bro. Destiny exists.
How old are you this year, Josh?
I turned 21 in January. Like I said, the last time my club won a league title, I was a fetus in my mum's stomach. So it's insane to think about.
You're 2022 next year as well. And that would be a good year to cap it off. You know what I'm saying? 2020.
Bro, hey, this year would be a good year to cap it off if Arsenal win the Champions League. And I can't believe I'm saying that sentence with a straight face. But if we do that and I graduate, what a year, man! What a year! Interviewing Gilberto and everything, like winning on my 21st birthday at Stamford Bridge. A lot has really kind of taken up. I mean, the emotions kicking in. Like as you go, the more you talk about it, the more you're like, the emotions start kicking. Like past years, you're talking about the journey, and then you're finally getting over that finish line. It's like a runner who's built his journey from a leg injury all the way to his first race win since God knows how long, because he'd been through that journey of recovery. And then, you know what I'm saying? Josh, as an NBA fan, as a Celtics fan, right? I've been getting a lot of criticism for my team not winning a championship because we had the most championships and the Lakers tied it, right? We were getting talks of not winning championships and saying that you haven't won you only won one championship in the modern day. When we won that 18th championship in 2024, bro, you don't know how much that lifted, like how much relief that lifted. I can totally relate to you, like totally relate. It's that feeling you feel. Who did the Kroenkes own? Do they own an NBA team, or am I thinking of the Lakers?
Denver Nuggets, bro.
They've won this decade, haven't they?
The Kroenkes Rams have won this decade. Their Denver Nuggets have won this decade. I swear even their hockey team won this decade. And I think your football club won this decade as well. This is
until yesterday. every one of their sporting institutions, apart from Arsenal, had like finally ended droughts and won stuff.
And
But
it dropped.
yeah, finally, Arsenal have as well. Oh god!
But Denver won the first championship, though. Denver won their first championship. The Rams didn't win their first championship. The Rams won their first after many years. The Rams
Cool.
the championship before, and I think who was their hockey team, Brian? I think you know the hockey team. But I think their hockey team must have also won a championship in recent times. They want to say they're going back to Alonso, but I'll believe it when I see it. They went to back Alonso. Yeah, I think.
I mean, they didn't back Maresca after winning the Club World Cup and Conference League within the space of a couple of weeks. So I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of Clear Lakes now.
I saw a video of Chelsea fans chasing Iqbali last night at Stamford Bridge, chasing him out. I'm big up to them. I would have hoped United fans done the same to the Glazers.
And I hope I hope Prime enjoyed that game, because he said a few months ago we could relegate Spurs. I'm definitely going to that game. I hope he enjoyed it. I hope he enjoyed us lifting the league as well, or winning the league, I should say. But anyway, man, it's just finally, Akavin. You know what I mean? And when Manchester United finally win their 21st league title, which in my opinion won't happen for another decade because of the history and football cycles, and I'm not doing that to diss you. That's simply how football goes.
No.
You're going to be so happy, bro. Like, unless we forget, with us winning the league and us qualifying for the Champions League final, you're now the last you've got the longest league title drought of any major English club.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got the longest league title drought of any major English club, like the upper echelon of English football. And in terms of the Champions League, I mean, you haven't qualified for a Champions League final since 2011. Like, this is not good enough. And you will get in another Champions League final. And if you do win it, then listen, man, you're going to be the happiest man ever. And
I've never seen us win a Champions League. I've only seen us lose a final. I saw us lose in 2011, bro. I was gutted. I was gutted when we lost 2011 because my team. Well, I wasn't gutted. I was just like, we lost to the better team. Like, we won the league title that year, so it kind of lifted a little bit. Like, I'm not disappointed. I'm just, I was just hoping that we would have at least tried to beat Barca, because the one player we missed that final was Ji-sung Park, and Ji-sung Park would have been one of the most hardworking players in that final to try and potentially help us win. You know what I'm saying? But it's just hard to fathom Colorado Avalanche, NHL, Colorado Rapids, MLS. Have Colorado Avalanche ever won a championship? Because they're next. They're next for the Cronkies. They better be next. If it's not for the...
I think a shout out to the Cronkies as well. I mean, we complain where I guess we're a bit xenophobic in places, which isn't a great thing to admit regarding American owners. And like, their reputation does precede them in terms of English football. But if you have to have an American owner, you're going to want the Cronkies because they've spent money, they've backed this manager with money, and it's finally paid off. And if not for the Cronkies backing Nick Hill, then
FSG is kind of recently. FSG's been the more
FSG is like, I don't know. I feel like they completely went off the rails last summer, and not sacking Slot is ridiculous.
All these owners want. Sorry to cut you off. All these owners now want a title. The Glazers have won.
They are. Bro, the Glazers won the title because of Fergie. Yeah, there's no there's no benefit from the owners regarding that. Like, Glazers are by far the worst. They're the biggest parasites. The Cronkies, out of American ownership, they're the best. Yeah. And they finally delivered our club a league title. Thank you, Emirates Stadium, or should I say Ashburton Grove, which is what it is called.
You should rename it to Ashburton Grove.
Well, it is called Ashburton Grove, but it's the Emirates due to sponsorship reasons. Yeah, we finally got a Premier League title to put in the cabinet. The first league title in Ashburton Grove's history. And hopefully it shouldn't be the last. And hopefully we win our first European Cup at that in the cabinet as well. Arsene Wenger said it best: for a club the size of Arsenal, for a team with a stadium that big, to not have a European Cup is a massive stain. We couldn't do it 20 years ago. Let's do it now. Come on, boys.
Nah, bro, 100%, man. tell by the excitement. But obviously now you talk about Colorado Avalanche NHL champs 19. Oh shoot! All right, then there you go. 2022 they won a championship. 2023 Denver Nuggets won the championship. 2021 the LA Rams won the championship. 2026 Arsenal won the championship. But what about the Colorado Rapids? Have they won a MLS? I don't remember the last time they won. Otherwise, the Cronkies would have won every single potential. They would have won. Yeah, they would have won everything in American sports. And next is the women's WNBA team that have one. You know what I'm saying? But the WNBA team is like, they don't really. But yeah, I think the Fever probably win that one. But
and the Arsenal women as well. Don't forget them, of course. European champions last year as well. Yeah.
Yes. Arsenal women's too. I mean, this year obviously, unfortunately, they lost to Lyon, isn't it? So I mean, Lyon are a really good team.
Oh yeah, late dagger.
They're one of the best teams in Europe as of late. So it's hard to really criticize the women's team. They had a good run to the final. But yeah, man. Like I said, big ups to Arsenal, man. And like I said,
this is it. Torquay lads sent this. Stan Kroenke is on a generational run right now. In the last 5 years, his teams have won the Super Bowl, LA Rams, NBA Finals, Denver Nuggets, Stanley Cup, Colorado Avalanche, and Premier League, Arsenal. He also owns SoFi Stadium, which has hosted the Super Bowl, the CFP National Championship game, upcoming World Cup matches, and the 2028 Olympics opening closing ceremony. The Kroenkes are on a generational run. Not to mention, Kroenke also recently became the largest private landowner in the US with 2.7 million acres. That's roughly the combined size of Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Philadelphia, and San Antonio. They're going absolutely bonkers this decade, mate.
Bro, do you know how massive Texas is? Fucking hell! Do you know how big Texas is? It's massive.
Mate, they're massive.
Huge. That is crazy. I was gonna ask you about the ranch that he owned in the US, because I swear the Kroenkes owned like a ranch in it's like big, like way bigger than Birmingham or something like that. I remember DT's fan cam years ago outside Anfield. He's got a ranch bigger than Birmingham or something. I was gonna ask
vineyard. You don't give a fuck about us. Oh mate. Oh. I just think about all the depressing moments, which there have been plenty. Conceding a 2-goal lead at Anfield and at West Ham, then throwing it away against Southampton and City in 2023. The Villa defeat in 2024, not even giving Bayern a game at the Allianz, the game after. The PSG game where we played well, but Donnarumma was on a madness. All the stuff, Rodri mentality, which he was right about. Although it's fun to banter, Bernardo Silva, mate, honestly, get in the bin. Hold this league title. More iconic than any of your 6, but honestly, man, I'm just so happy. It's just wow, man. We've finally done it, and that time will come when Manchester United finally end that drought as well. But as it stands, you are the last major English club with a long title drought to end,
We do have to end that.
Who's going to be your Fergie? Who's going to be your Busby? Who knows?
We don't need a Fergie or a Busby. We just need a winner. We just need someone who comes in.
Exactly.
We talk about Pep. Leaving City. We talk about Mourinho going back to Madrid. This is the time to capitalize. Pep leaving Man City. If City could be in a transition next year, if they're in a transition period next season, if they don't challenge, just if they take a year off. Next year is the year to capitalize, and we've already finished 3rd this year. I'm not saying it's not a massive achievement. It's not a great achievement. We've done what we could, right? Now it's about time you get better. You push on from that, because we can't just sit there and say, "Oh, we finished 3rd. What do you do?" and just say, "All right, that's it now." No, we have to improve next season. Yeah, we have to compete. We have to compete next year. Otherwise, I'll be organizing mass protests.
Exactly.
I will be trying to organize them. I'm going to get involved, and I don't care.
So I'm so hungover, bro. I drank too much. I'll celebrate.
Oh, you deserve it. Like I said, embrace it. I've been through it with United in 2012, 2013. It was the year Fergie lost. It's not the year Fergie lost. The year we I remember we losing the title in 2012. I was I was gutted. that night of losing the title in 2012, I remember I was in tears. I was so sad. I was like heartbroken. And then the following year, we went to retain our title. We went and got our title back. That's what you need to do now. You need to go get your title back. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry for the police. I think that's the police finally letting Arteta out of jail. But
Bro,
I feel like.
Sorry, Josh. Just trying to cut you off. Forget the journey in real life. The journey of your profile pictures on here. How many profile pictures have you had of Arteta? Forfeit match.
Yeah, mate. Like as Osama bin Laden, or as yeah. Or no, I'm not even going to mention the other ones.
Oh man.
Oh mate. I'm sorry for my dog barking as well, but I was about to say, this football club, we haven't retained a league title since the 1930s. You know, not even Wenger managed it. He bottled an 8-point lead in 2003. What else? He lost at Elland Road in the penultimate game in 1999. If we drew that, we would have become champions on goal difference. As it happens, you guys won the treble instead. You know, we didn't come close to retaining it in 1990. Really, we had a terrible start to the season. Yeah, we haven't retained a league title since the 1930s, and that's when we won 3 in a row. So, you know, hopefully we retain it next season, but it's going to be very tough. Brian, I know you're in chat, big Chelsea fan. I have the feeling that Chelsea are going to come back strong next year under Xabi Alonso. Obviously, Chelsea have always had egos in the dressing room, but it's not comparable to Real Madrid. And you look at his record at Madrid, Alonso's record wasn't bad. He lost the big games, which is obviously terrible. But I think his Real Madrid career was 25 wins, 6 draws, and 6 losses.
Yeah.
And if his tenure at Chelsea begins like that, that is not bad whatsoever, you know. So, and I will get footage for AN Sports at the parade. You know, it's going to be massive.
No, I appreciate it, man. But you don't worry about it. It's your moment. You know, celebrate.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
Your channel too, man. Guys, let's get Josh to 50 subs. The link's pinned in the chat. Let's get him to 50. You know what I'm saying? He deserves it after his title win. Come on, if you haven't subbed, go sub right now. So Josh can finally go live at the parade on his channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll happily promote that. You know what I'm saying?
Mate, honestly, I'm gonna be so sloshed, mate. I don't think I want to see. I don't think I want myself on camera. But yeah, of course, Brian. Alonso will only work if Bluco backs him. Will they back him? After not backing the rest of last summer, I wouldn't trust them whatsoever. I mean, the fact that you guys might not be in Europe next season is a major hammer blow to finances and all that. But I think Xabi Alonso will be able to handle restricted resources. At the end of the day, he's a wonderful coach, you know.
I think they could be in Europe. I just don't think they'll be in the Champions League. I think they'll be in the conference. I think they'll be in. Wait, hold on. But City won the FA Cup, which we will talk about in a minute. City won the FA Cup, right? That brings an extra place in Europe, isn't it? Because Chelsea would then qualify for the Europa League. I'm not so sure. I think Chelsea would qualify for Europa League because
they appeared in the FA Cup final. I think they have got a European. I think they have got a Europa League place. I mean, Brian will confirm.
I think Conference League. Because also don't forget, City won the Carabao Cup as well, so that opens an extra slot for the Conference League.
Honestly, man, I'm just like next season is going to be a big one as well. Obviously, I said like a lot of Liverpool fans congratulated me. I was like, hopefully we're competing with you next year. I actually hope not, because Liverpool are a bloody good side. You know, to be fair, I mean, I don't mind Liverpool whatsoever compared to United and Chelsea and City. I don't mind Liverpool whatsoever. I think it's mainly social media stuff. I think if you actually speak to Arsenal and Liverpool fans in real life, they don't have. I mean, Scousers maybe. I mean, with the Arteta bridesmaid banner, which was just so chronically online. But I think for the majority of Liverpool and Arsenal fans, there's no animosity. But just two great clubs, you know. And you know, if we do compete with each other next season, it's going to be one for the ages in terms of English football history. And Brian, you don't want any European competition, fair play.
They want to pull a Man
United. You're Chelsea, man. Like, you win in Europe, it's what you do. It's another chance for a trophy. And if it's the Conference League, you may as well win it again. You know, 2 times in 3 years. I mean, a club of Chelsea's size, a club of Chelsea's resources, they should never be in the Conference League in the first place. But you know, if you're in it, you may as well win it. And Yeah, man. You know, I'm just thinking, Akvin, if we do win in Budapest, it's going to be like we were a Kepa start in the final away from winning a treble. With the Carabao Cup, but insane to think about. But
I think if
yeah,
you
I
want,
suppose we move on now. We've wanked off Arsenal enough. We finally done it.
no,
We finally
bro.
done it.
This is your moment, bro. It's your moment to shine, bro. I'm saying you won the league title, the monkey's off your back, because that's what they say in Britain, isn't it? Like, it's like a term where they say the monkey's off your back after you finally win something.
Yeah, monkey off the camel's back.
I felt that
Yeah,
was
man,
awesome.
just so happy, Akvin. And now we can talk about City's FA Cup win and whatever else happens. Chelsea beating Spurs. Thank you for that, by the way, man. Because it keeps West Ham's hopes of survival alive from the last day.
Do you know it's an ideal year for me? United win the Prem.
I'm gonna have to close my window real quick, but I'll still be listening.
No, don't worry
A
about it.
plane's going on.
Oh no, it's all good, man. Is that the Premier League title parade playing or something? You know what I'm saying.
It's an Arteta inbound.
Josh is finally Arteta in. You know what I'm saying? He's finally Arteta in. You know what would be the perfect year for me? Do you know what would be the perfect year? United win the Prem or the champs. Boston Celtics win the NBA championship. And Djokovic wins his 25th Grand Slam. Or Grand Slam or whatever it is. Like, that would be the most ideal year for me ever in my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it first started, 2014-15. Chelsea won the league, we won the FA Cup.
Yep.
My first trophy. I remember Walcott putting us 1-0 up. I was running about like a madman in my room. I hated Gibbs since he scored that own goal against Man United when we lost 2-1. As soon as Rooney made it 2-0 at the Emirates, I turned I turned the TV off. But yeah, that's one of my first memories of watching Arsenal losing to Manchester United at the Emirates, despite having about 20 shots to your free. So
yeah,
that was annoying. But I'm sure you remember that. Obviously, hate's a strong word, but I didn't like hearing Gibbs after that own goal.
Oh, we won that LVG's first away win at Man United.
Yeah, Giroud with that amazing goal, but it meant nothing because
I still have that shirt, by the way, if you want to see it. I still have that shirt.
Yeah, it's all right, bro. You're giving me trauma. Then again, we beat. I mean, that's still one of my favorite ever games when we beat you at Old Trafford in the FA Cup. Yeah, man. And respect Danny Welbeck as well. His interview with Sky Sports was very touching. He was at the Brighton Player Awards, and he scored a goal that we thought won us the league in 2016. It didn't happen. Same as Nelson against Bournemouth in 2023. Same as Rice against Man United and Luton. Havertz against Brentford twice in 2024. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. But yeah, Dalman's goal against Everton means something. And he's a Premier League winner at 16. He's officially the youngest ever Premier League winner. And hopefully he adds a lot more league titles to his cabinet alongside the European Cup or two as well.
Who was the youngest prior to this? Was it? It wasn't Rooney, wasn't it? Rooney won it at the age of 21.
I think Makeza might have been the youngest before then. 17 years old. In 2009.
Yeah, he scored the winning goal against Aston Villa. I remember that goal. I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlight. I've been seeing the highlights many times over the years. I mean, that goal from Kiko Makeda, man. It's like, it kind of reminds me of, like, when, doesn't remind me, but doesn't Reece Nelson kind of reminisce of that type of goal in a way? But it almost won you the league. It kind of reminisces.
It should have won us the league, yeah.
Because we were
all those moments up and all that disappointment, and we finally exercised some of those demons. Like I say, we should be on 3 Premier League titles by now. But we're on the first. The first one's always the hardest. Hopefully, we retain it next season. We haven't done that since the 1930s. It's going to be tough, in my opinion, with Chelsea under Alonso. Liverpool will always be there. Manchester United will always be there and thereabouts. City under Maresca, they're not going to, they're not going to change at all. They're still going to be a dominant side. They're still going to be challenging for the league title. And 2 years in a row without a league title for Sheikh Mansour, it's an absolute disaster. Because those are the standards, and those are the standards that City still have in comparison to all the other clubs in English football. Like, let's not let the fact that Arsenal finally done it distract us from the fact that Man City have still got the highest standards in the country, and they're still the best winners. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think Brian's correct on that.
Best winners. I mean, okay, fair enough. But top 5 games yours. 4, 6, 7, 3L, 8, 3L.
Well, did you see Rodri at the end of the game as well? I don't know if you saw, like strangling that guy on the floor. I think it might have been Clivert.
No,
And then Clivert fucking barges into him and wins that free kick. When City had that free kick, I was like, oh my god, this is going to go in, isn't it? And then they're going to score afterwards. And I was like, no. And luckily it hit the wall. Honestly, that entire game, I can't believe it when who was it? Was it Brooks? Was it? Whoever ran for on goal in the 90th minute and hit the bloody post. Oh, that was so annoying. And Haaland scored. I was like, no. And then they were on the attack again. And I'm like, no. And Anthony Taylor, thank you so much. Brian will know he's, helped us get out of jail twice against Chelsea in FA Cup finals. And he does what no ref usually does. And blow on the allocated time in a Manchester City game. So thank you, Anthony, and your beautiful bald head. And I will join you very soon in that.
I hear it, bro. I hear you, bro. But the thing is, to add to your celebration, Tottenham could be relegated on the weekend. To add to your
Shall we go on to Chelsea Spurs?
We will do. I'm going to answer this question real quick. Don't forget, Brian, Palace have the Conference League final too, so that could change everything. Palace could. I mean,
who have they got in the final?
They've got Rayo Vallecano, I think.
Rayo Vallecano.
I think Villa.
I felt sorry of them in MGH's 15 Arsenal career. I know it's a random facts, man. I remember playing FIFA 15, Welbeck up front, Ozil, Sanchez, Wilshere, Ramsey in midfield.
I used to use Arsenal because I think it was so overpowered. Alexis Sanchez in the FIFA 15, like crazy. He was crazy, dude. It was so hard to use.
And Santiago Cazorla. I want you on that parade, bro. I want you on that bus on that parade. Because you are an absolute legend in my eyes and in many, many Arsenal fans' eyes. Yes, Brian. Honestly, I think Spurs get a point, and that's going to be enough for survival because there's like a 15-goal swing.
Hold on a minute. Wait, who did Everton play? Everton play.
They're playing. Spurs play Everton at home, and West Ham have Leeds at home.
You know Everton need to win that game, right? Because they won European football or something. Unless they're out of it next season.
Listen, man. I'm just going to be watching Odegaard lift the trophy. But yeah, whatever happens with Spurs and West Ham, I couldn't give less of a fuck, mate. Because if West Ham stay up, that means Spurs are going down, which is hilarious and unprecedented since 1931 when we won our first league title. If I'm not wrong.
Are you guys?
And if West Ham go down, then that's a free 6 points for us next season with Spurs in the league. So. I'm chill. And they'll take points off City as well. You do realise Man City won us the league and kept Spurs up, essentially, by allowing Spurs to take about 4 points off them. Yeah. I mean, that's just crazy. But
Spurs have given Man City a lot of nightmares over the years, but they've also given City a bit of a lifeline in terms of their title chances and everything I'm saying. No, but as things stand right now, Chelsea are in the Conference League places. West Ham have to play Leeds, right? Leeds
at home, yeah. They're both at home.
So Tottenham, oh man. Imagine Everton relegate Spurs and you guys lift the Premier League title on the same day. What will you be watching? Will you be happy?
Everton kickstarted our title bid with that 3-3 draw. If they get Spurs relegated as well. Honestly, I've got a few Everton mates as fans. I've got a few Everton fans as mates, and yeah, man, they'll get 3 points for the entire summer. Let me tell you.
Kieran Dewsbury hosting for Spurs. Hey, he does, man. He's ex-Chelsea lad. You know what I'm saying? Wants to relegate Spurs. Like I said, you guys beat
ex-Leicester as well.
Sorry.
Ex-Leicester as well.
Ex-Leicester, yep.
With 2016 stuff. Have you seen the Vardy documentary on Netflix?
Not 2016 stuff. It's the years that Spurs helped Leicester bottle the Champions League. That one hurt more.
Oh yes, as well. That'll be spicy. Dewsbury Hall.
I think Dewsbury Hall was actually there at the time. I think. Sorry, were you going to say something?
No, I asked. Have you seen the Vardy documentary on Netflix?
No, I'm gonna have a look at it. I'll have a look
Yeah,
at it.
mate, it's funny. It's good.
I'll definitely have a look at it. But I was also gonna say, are you guys gonna fill out Sellers Park this weekend? Are you gonna fill it out? Are you gonna allow? Palace gonna lie to say, "Fuck it, Arsenal fans fill it."
No. I saw this Arsenal fan. He posted a Stephen Hawking picture with of him wearing an Arsenal shirt and saying, "This is my disabled granddad," and he's been a lifelong Crystal Palace fan. People are going to try and get tickets however way they can to see this title lift, but yeah, it'll still be Palace fans. They've got a European final 3 days afterwards, so they're not going to be full strength. It's going to be a party atmosphere. Crystal Palace, they ended their trophy drought, their first trophy in their history, and they got the opportunity to win their second and their first European trophy. So they're going to be buzzing. We're obviously going to be buzzing ahead of Budapest and having just won the league. It's going to be a brilliant game. And I'm so happy it's on Sky Sports as well, because obviously the Premier League title will be lifted. Mate, I'm just so happy. Yeah, man.
But I was gonna ask you, obviously, this weekend. Talk about what happened last night as well. I mean, I know you might want to share it as well. I mean, last night you were out at the pub. And I think you sent you sent kind of like a message to the group chat about what.
Yes. Yeah.
Bring it up, man.
Oh well, not to the pub. I went to my local off license to get more beers for me and my dad in celebration, and I walked in with my white Arsenal shirt, of course.
This one,
the Premier League champions, by the way, and I came in, and this old man came in. He was about 50 years old, and he just hugged me straight away. Big up, Prime. Big up, Prime. Thank you for the class comment there. I went to my local off license to get more beer in celebration. This 50-year-old man just came in to the off license and straight up hugs me. And I was like, "Come on, we're champions." And then the other guy was like, "I hate Arsenal, but I'm happy you won it over City. But I hope PSG beat you. I think they will beat you, so you guys don't get too cocky." And well, when I got my I think it was Budweiser I got, and I left. As I left, I started chanting "Champion." The 50-year-old lad was pumping his fist as well. I walked past my local kebab on my way back, and as the owner of the kebab shop was taking an order from someone, he noticed I was wearing an Arsenal shirt, so I pointed at the badge and went like that, and he did the same thing. So, I mean, it reminds you. Yeah, he was an Arsenal fan as well. There's loads of Arsenal fans, but we've been dormant for 22 years, and we finally got something. But honestly, man, it just shows you why football's the greatest sport on the planet. I mean, the sense of community that you get, random people hugging you, this parade, regardless of what happens in Budapest, this parade is going to be fantastic. It's an absolute piss take that it's taking place the day after the final, so some Arsenal fans won't be back for it. But it's, honestly, man, it's just, you live for these moments. And
it's in your chat, bro. I sent it to you already.
Yeah, come on, hop on, bro. Is it true that less than 20,000 fans from either team will get sick? This is ridiculous. I mean, I don't want to mention Baku, but it was the same thing with Baku. It was such a ridiculous place to take it in. Obviously, Mkhitaryan couldn't even play. It reminds me of that. And plus, the average ticket price is about £1,000. So, crazy work, crazy. Yeah, man, I'm just so happy with it. I don't know what else to say. And well done on Chelsea for beating Spurs and taking relegation to the last day. What else can I say? Good luck to Freiburg tonight. And I don't know what else to say, man. Congratulations to Bruno. Yeah, congratulations to Bruno for equaling the assist record, although the goal should never have been given. But regardless. Who cares, man? Who cares? It's end of the season. Nottingham Forest are safe. Man United are already third. Who cares?
It doesn't do anything. I'm saying I was baffled that it was given personally as a United fan, but I was like, whatever. I was like, just we could have.
Same way I was baffled that Havertz didn't get sent off against Burnley.
We should have a lot more goals, anyways, Josh. Like if you watched the game, we should have scored like 7 goals that game. We battered them in the second half.
Mate, you were taking the piss. Like Bruno should have shot. Like
Nah, he should
Bruno
have
should have shot more than he passed.
Ahmad instead. Ahmad would have got the goal potentially. Could have edited his drought. If Bumo edited his drought, Ahmad.
Oh yeah, Ahmad's. Yeah, your only hope is corner. Don't know, mate. That's all the hope we needed, bro. That's all the hope we needed. And Evra saying, Arsenal on Netflix FC. Finally, we can hold something on that as well. I know. Antonio Valencia. He posted a tweet with like a red love heart with a trophy. Either he's an Arsenal fan or he's happy for his fellow countryman in Cappy. I don't know which is which, but invite him to the parade. He's been to plenty of parades in Manchester. He'll finally have one in North London as well. And yeah, man, I'm just delighted, man. I don't know what else to say. It's just I'm happy. Bernardo Silva being unhappy makes me happy. What can I say?
Let's add some more fun into the mix. Tottenham, are they gonna get relegated?
Listen, man, I honestly think like they're getting at least a point against Everton, in my opinion.
Add it to your face, bro. Tottenham getting relegated, Arsenal winning the Premier League. Imagine you having two screens: Arsenal winning the trophy, Spurs getting relegated. Imagine having two screens at once. Which one are you gonna stare at the most?
Like I say, me and my nephews will be watching the trophy lift at Selhurst Park. Obviously, if Spurs are getting relegated, mate, if Spurs get relegated and we win the Champions League, that is a treble in itself. Like that is a treble in itself. I don't care. I'm counting that as a treble, mate. Because Tottenham getting relegated, that's a trophy, bro. I can't lie. It's the same way if Man United win the league and the Champions League and Liverpool get relegated. Oh wait, you're challenging 99. Like, you know what I mean?
I will never ever give, bro. If that ever happens in football history, the amount of shit that I will give to Liverpool fans, they'll never hear the end of me ever again. They can never talk to me ever again, bro. 6 European Cup.
Like, the odds of that happening are astronomical, but hey, listen, there's always a possibility.
I will laugh so hard at that happening. I'm saying, I will be the happiest day of my life. Seriously. Yeah, I don't know why, Brian, but it is what it is, bro. Honestly, it doesn't mean anything to anyone. We've secured third. Liverpool have already lost. Aston Villa can't catch us anyways. Forest have already secured survival. Don't know why that outrage of people. You know what I'm saying? Result doesn't kill anyone.
I think people are angry because it means Bruno's equaled the assist record with a goal that shouldn't have been given. And to be fair, I understand that, but at the end of the day, it's an assist record, man. Who cares? Like I say, Henry's 20 assists in 2003, De Bruyne's 20 assists in 2020, Bruno's 20 assists now. All 60 of those assists paled in comparison to Ødegaard's assists against Newcastle away or his assist against West Ham away. At the end of the day, Ødegaard's 2 assists this season are far more important than all 60 of those assists.
Bro,
because it's resulted in the league title.
And just funny, all 3 of them didn't win the title that season.
Yeah, exactly. Henry bottled an 8-point lead. De Bruyne was never near Liverpool. And obviously Bruno, I mean, you had to persist with Amarim for the first half of it. Who knows? If you had Carrick from the start, you might have done what Conte did in 2017. But, who knows?
Yeah, man, and obviously, but Spurs, man, relegation, could that really happen? I mean, talk about it. Spurs, we preview the weekend on Saturday. But we have the Europa League final tonight, so let's preview that one as well, the Europa League final.
We've spoken so much about the Spurs relegation. At the end of the day, we know how crazy it is. I personally believe that they're at least getting a point at home to Everton. So regardless of West Ham's result, they're probably staying up on goal difference. But yeah, I mean, if Spurs do get relegated, oh my gosh, that's a double for me. That's a double. And if we win the Champions League final in Budapest, Arsenal number 2 Manchester sides all won trebles, But no, I think Spurs. I mean, they're not a great side. Chelsea aren't exactly anything special either this season since Maresca's departure. But I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just so happy, and I'm hungover, and I need to take painkillers. But yeah, man, I'm just like, I hope West Ham stay up.
Why take?
If Spurs actually get relegated, bro. Oh my word.
Imagine it happens now. That will literally be the pinnacle. That'll be like the You know, that would be the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys win the league, they get relegated, and you men are just in celebratory mode. Like, it's just that's just gonna take everything to the next level. The promise pitching won't take accountability. Sure, I agree with that. And as a United fan, I was baffled the goal was given, but at the same time, you know, I'll take it. Like, I don't really give a shit. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't cause any harm. Hit the 3 points. I was happy to win our last home game of the season, but I'm not worried about that too much. Let's talk about the FA Cup final real quick, because FA Cup final, Chelsea, you know, they lost 1-0 to City. City, I mean, Chelsea had chances to score, but I guess they kind of missed as well. A lot of chances, and City could have scored a few chances of their own, but they missed as well. You know, Haaland yet to score a goal at Wembley. Haaland has not scored a goal at Wembley, excluding penalty shootouts. You know, what did you make of the FA Cup final? I don't know if you watched it. I don't know if you saw the highlights. What did you make of the cup final?
Of the cup final, yeah, I saw the game. Listen, once Chelsea failed to capitalise on that 10-15 minute spell during the second half, I mean, we've seen football long enough. I just felt City were going to edge it in the end. And to be fair, they didn't even edge it. They only won 1-0, but Chelsea didn't look like laying a glove on them after Semenyo scored. Like I said previously, Chelsea didn't capitalise on their period of dominance. And at the end of the day, they haven't won a domestic trophy since 2018, which is insane. That was against Manchester United under Antonio Conte. One of the most boring games of football I've ever watched. So Semenyo's goal was absolutely class, by the way. That flick was insane. I think Haaland's got the assist as well. At the end of the day, may talk shit about Semenyo for not winning the league, but he's won his team 2 trophies, directly impacting one of them and confirming his club's place in the Community Shield next season and winning 2 trophies immediately, the first 2 trophies of his career. And as for Guardiola, that is a good way to send off. Oh, he's not going to depart with the league title, thank goodness. But, you know, in my opinion, he's the greatest manager we've seen in Premier League history. With his success rate, he's won 6 league titles in his 10 years. I mean, if he stayed in the Premier League for 10 more years like Fergie did, I have no doubt that he will win. I have no doubt that he would equal 13 league titles at least. But at the end of the day, that's not something up to the debate. At the end of the day, no one can touch Sir Alex in terms of Premier League legacy, but Guardiola is definitely the best competitor. And listen, he beat Fergie in 2 Champions League finals, so you know who knows who would win the title race between them two. And winning the FA Cup, I mean, it's a fitting end. It's the oldest competition in football history, not just English football history, in football history. And the fact that Guardiola signs off with one is a commemoration of his legacy in English football and in football in general. We can talk about cheating all we want, the charges, the fact that he was a drug cheat as a player. At the end of the day, you can't help but respect the man's willingness to win. And Brian says, Josh, how many first teamers would you play against Palace?
0.
Brian, I don't think there are any first teamers. I'd have Kepa in goal. I'd have Norgard so he gets the 5th league appearance. I'd have Bauman and Madueke on. I'd probably have a few first teamers coming off the bench to keep them match fit ready for the final. I'm hoping Timber gets some game time because we're going to need them up against Kvaratskhelia. Although Mosquera hasn't been bad when playing at right back, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just 0 players. Martinelli, Jesus, Madueke up front, Bauman, Havertz in midfield, Norgard, defensive midfielder, Marley Salmon at right back. Who's our backup left back? I have Lewis Skelly at left back. Hincapié and Mosquera at centre back, Kepa and goal. Honestly, man, just have fun, man. That's all I'll say.
I think you should rest him, though. I think you should play him in the cup, in the final, Champions League final. I think you need to. I think you should rest him and play left midfield or left centre mid in the final as an inverted. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where you should play. But yeah, no, look, you should just play a mixed team. I mean, to be fair with you, in over the years in our title run-ins, we've played before our Champions League final. We've always played our toughest players before the final. I know we had to go through a title race, but even against West Ham at home, when we secured we had the cup final the following weekend. We've already secured the league title before that. So all we had to do was we just played our best players and won 1-0 and lost 1-0 to West Ham. But what did you? I mean, yeah, you could play a few first teamers just to get them momentum. If they just come back from injury, you give them a rest. But if they're going to start next weekend, then you might as well rest them if they've already played recently.
Lads, the parade will start from 2 p.m. on Sunday, the 31st of May. So mark your calendars. But yeah, I completely see what you mean. At the end of the day, it probably is best to still go out to win the game, of course. Like, regardless of what happens, you're still champions. But still, you said you lost to West Ham on the final day in 2007, having already won the league. You lost the FA Cup final after that. Yeah, so exactly. It wasn't as if you got filled with confidence. Final day, 2011, you were struggling against a Blackpool team fighting to survive. You ended up losing the Champions League final to Barca.
We already won the league the week before, so it wasn't like we needed to win.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the same as the West Ham thing. I mean, you already won the league, but you lost 1-0, rested a lot of first teamers. You probably weren't quite match sharp for the 2007 FA Cup final and ended up losing that. Yeah, man. I mean, still, at the end of the day, Arteta's mentality is always take every game seriously, and he probably will. But you've got to play Norgard. I mean, he's only made 4 Premier League appearances. He needs one more for that medal. I'm glad Wannieri's got a medal because he had 6 appearances before going out on loan. Shouldn't have gone out on loan in the first place. But I'm just so happy, man. I'm just so happy. And yeah, man. This is my life. I'm a Premier League champion. This is insane.
Finally, you're a Premier League champion.
We should have got a penalty box. We were doing that. What's that in relation to? Oh, the FA Cup final. Kujanov always gets away with it, man. It's because he cried on his debut and looks like a baby. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you should have had 2 penalties in the final. I was fuming. I was watching the game. I was like, shit. You should have had 2 penalties. I was like, what the fuck, bro.
Man City are never going to get those given against them. Let's be honest.
Chelsea should have had a lot. Chelsea should have won the game. But it is what it is. Do you think Arsenal rotate with Spurs? Go for the winning style.
I think we'll rotate against Palace, but Arteta will instill the mentality that this game still matters. I mean, we want to end it with dignity, you know. Look at Liverpool last season. They beat Spurs 5-1. They won the league. They partied in Ibiza. They didn't win another game this season. They were extremely lucky to go 5 for 5 at the beginning of this season, then it all collapsed on them. So, end the season with dignity. And at the end of the day, we've got the biggest game in our history coming up. So we do need adequate preparation. Obviously, Norgard will start. Kepa will probably start because Raya's already won the Golden Glove. Will he want to have 20 clean sheets at the end of the day? I mean, give Kepa a Premier League start. He got enough abuse after the Southampton and Man City Carabao Cup final games. Yeah. Honestly, it's going to be a rotation area. We're going to rotate, but we're still going to take it seriously because Arteta won't allow our standards to drop with such an important game only. How many days away is it? 10 days away. Just over a week before I see my club walking out with the Champions League trophy on the line. Incredible stuff, truly. And listen, I am so glad that this has not gone to the final day because it gives us more time to prepare for that Champions League final. PSG, they won the league 2 weeks ago. Or they already started preparing from 2 weeks ago. So they're going to have a huge advantage in terms of preparation. But, I mean, Dembele's now injured as well, so there is that. And, yeah, man, it's just... It's insane what position we're in, and I'm so glad for it.
It's that feeling that you finally, get something done when, you've been begging for it for years. And, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mate, the amount of humiliation, bro.
I get the feeling because, like I said, with the Celtics in the NBA, I had that kind of feeling. My team just hadn't got over the line. We finally got over the line. That just felt so good, So yeah, man. It just, like I said, it's good to finally get it done when you've been begging for it for a long time. When you play PSG, play over the press, long ball over the top. They do commit. But we'll talk about the Champions League. The final three. I'll try.
I think Chelsea had it right in the Club World Cup final. Obviously, you can argue whether PSG were tired or whether they took it seriously. At the end of the day, they had to scrap. I think before the end of the game, so it's obvious they cared. I think Maresca has the blueprint, I should say, on beating this PSG side, and hopefully Arteta's taking note. And like I said, I'm so glad that we wrapped it up before the last game of the season because we have more time to prepare for it.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Big up, Prime, man. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Hope
Big
you're
up.
Yeah. You can't say that PSG were tired, but you just said like 30 seconds ago they've been resting for 2 weeks. So do you not think they were resting last season at the end of the back end as well?
Well, no, I think what was it? They've played their second string for the last few games of the league season. Enrique already admitted after PSG.
They've been doing, PSG have been doing that for years in the league because they always like 9 times out of 10 they win the league to a canter. So they always like rotate towards the end of the season. So when people were saying that last year to give an excuse for why Chelsea battered them in the final, I wasn't hearing that. So yeah, regardless, congratulations, Josh, on the league win.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Arteta and Odegaard and the rest. Yeah, well deserved. People can say what they want about Arsenal style, but they still won the league deservedly.
Congratulations, Don.
Do I think the league has declined? Yeah, but the league has been declining for a decade. People don't mention how bad the league has been. You know, we can talk about bad leagues when teams have won the league. 2013, when United won the league, no one talks about how bad the league was then. 2017, we won it with Conte, the league was bad. The league Leicester won, the league was bad. You know, people don't talk about bad league wins. So, yeah, is what it is.
I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was about to say, adding to your point in terms of the league thing, I think it shows it best when you compare the managers from the big 6 clubs 10 years ago compared to today. Yeah, I mean, with Guardiola going and all that, it's no doubt it has fallen off a bit. But I think when people say that it's fallen off from last season, I think that's bollocks. We already knew who was winning the title and who was getting relegated last season as well. Last season was awful, like in terms of like overall entertainment. It's only due to our annual Boston Jeans in April that the title race became something
like has been declining. But again, that's not an excuse because someone's got to win it. So whether the league is at its best or it's at its worst, you still got to win the league regardless, right? So
exactly.
Like, yeah, I don't use that. I don't use that to discredit Arsenal. Because if Chelsea win the league, I wouldn't accept it. You know, I didn't accept people trying to discredit us winning the Club World Cup. So, you know, you can't discredit Arsenal for winning the league.
Prime, the thing is, like I mentioned before in previous shows, people are jealous of your success. They'll do anything to tear it down. Like, I know I bring up the Celtics a lot in when we won the NBA. People were trying to tear that run down. It's like, oh, you play teams with injuries. You still have to get over the line. You still have to win.
People aren't jealous of the success. People just don't like Arsenal. We just don't like Arsenal fans. Which, listen, I hear it. Listen, no one hates Arsenal fans more than me. But again, you did. I'm someone who I respect. I respect winners. Listen, I don't like Liverpool fans either. But when they started winning the club, I had to just respect. I just had to respect it. I respect winners. So you've won now. You're champions. It's a major. It's about time, but you've won it. So we can't keep disrespecting Arsenal. All the slander we have is gone now.
Well, kinda. I mean, if we lose in Budapest, Prime, I know you're going to be absolutely delighted.
No. Listen, I mean, obviously, I don't want you guys to have a Champions League, but I'll be real.
Neither do I.
Okay, listen. If you guys lose in Budapest, you're not going to get battered, right? But if you guys lose, fine. Maybe on the day or for a few days after, maybe I'll banter by saying you don't have a Champions League. But in reality, I'll be real. Arsenal's season is already a success. You don't need the Champions League. Even if you lose the final, it's still a success. So, like, I think people just need to like really look into context of it. It's annoying, but congrats.
Are you having the parade the day after the final, or are you having the day?
Yeah, the day after the final, which was very annoying, especially for the Arsenal fans travelling. And if we do lose in Budapest, it's going to be a bit awkward. But still, I'm still getting sloshed. You know, I'm still partying and all that. It was sad. I know Jacques has been on this channel for a long time. He's been He was there yesterday with about 20,000 fans outside the Emirates or whatever. It was insane viewing. And I only wish I was there, but I was with my family instead, so
Do
even
you
better.
think okay, so when you lost to PSG in the semi-final last season, I said after that game, after the second leg, I
We'll make the
said,
final.
yeah, you remember, I said you'll make the final this season, and people were like saying, no, it's ridiculous. But no, what I said specifically was, Arsenal will make the final this year and lose because people won't take them like kind of seriously, and in the
Seriously,
knockout rounds, you guys will be able to go, and the way you guys play works in knockout football, and you'll make the final. Now, I didn't expect UEFA to change to change the rule where the higher up you finish in the league phase, you'll get the second leg at home. And Arsenal topped the league phase. So when people kept making fun of Arsenal and saying, "Oh, you guys got an easy route to the final," that's because you were top of the league, so you deserved it.
50-50 with us and Bayern, of course, top two.
Yeah, but like you deserved your route to the final because you were top. You finished first. You know,
Exactly.
So but yeah, I when I made my prediction last year, I thought the consensus of everyone would be that Arsenal are favorites for the final. That's why I said you'd lose because of the expectation. And I also didn't have you winning the league this season. I thought you guys would finish like fourth or third.
I thought City would win.
So the fact you've now won the league, so the pressure's off,
the line.
and people don't have you favorites for this final. People are expecting PSG to beat you. People are saying Arsenal have no chance, which I think is ridiculous. So I'm. Part of me is a bit like, a part of me is thinking you might just do it. I have the same feeling I had when City couldn't beat Spurs. I just accepted that the title's done, and a part of me thinks, Josh, you might be able to sing the famous song, bro. You might be able to.
I won't get into it. But I did say on this channel after we beat Atletico Madrid in the second leg, I said, if we don't win this league title, assuming we don't win it, I think the odds are 70% to 30% in favour of PSG. Now that we've won the league, I think the odds are up to about 60-40 in PSG's favour. I still, obviously, they're favourites. Whoever was going to go through between Bayern and PSG would be the favourites against either Arsenal or Atletico Madrid. But I feel with the confidence that we do have, I feel like that is potentially massive. And listen, if we avenge Paris 20 years ago, I mean, this is the greatest year of my life, football-wise, But at the end of the day, got to go and do it against the best team in the world. They are the best team in the world,
Listen, here's the thing, right? A factor we don't have is we've not seen a fully confident Arsenal in a long time. I think this is a big factor people aren't factoring for the final. Like how this thing people say about underdog Chelsea when we going to the final against. That's why Chelsea fans were confident. I was confident we'd beat PSG. I didn't think we'd batter them like that, but I was confident we'd beat them. But I don't think there's a factor of not just trophy winning Arsenal, because it could have been an FA Cup or a Carabao. The fact that you've won the league, I don't know. There's a factor there for the final people aren't looking at. I just think if you guys just play the game and not the occasion, after you guys might just win this. If you just bro. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, because in my opinion, if we do win this Champions League final, there is without a doubt, not only are we the biggest club in London, but we've cemented ourselves as the third biggest in the country. Do you accept that, or do you still think that there's still room for Chelsea to be the third biggest and the biggest in London and all that?
I think you can. I mean, listen, I think it's very close. But with the way Arsenal are going up and Chelsea are going down, I'll be real.
Xabi Alonso.
Listen, Xabi Alonso. I'm not gassed. I'll be real. I don't care with Xabi Alonso. I'm not gassed.
Well, I'm worried about you guys, man. That's
maybe a different conversation we'll have a bit later. But yeah, with people might still. Some Arsenal fans will say it's you guys are still the biggest regardless. It's actually funny. because the Arsenal fans who kept denying that Chelsea are bigger than them, now that you've won the league, they're saying, "Oh, this confirms that we're bigger." Like what? So I don't know. Like, listen, if you win the Champions League, if the league and Champions League double, it makes things a lot more interesting. Let's see if you go win the Super Cup. You then get entered into the Club World Cup as well. Can you win that in 3 years' time?
Confirms, yeah.
It becomes interesting. It becomes interesting conversations. Listen. If you retain the league next year, or you retain the champs, which is both narrow and impossible to do. I don't know. We'll see. But listen, this is.
Are you confirmed to be in the Club World Cup final in 2029 as the winners?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay.
People who are denying that Chelsea would be in it, they're gonna let the winners back in. Like every competition works that way. The Champions League works that way. Why would the Club World Cup not work that way too?
No, but hold on a minute, Prime.
It's a new competition. The rules are more.
No, because Argentina had to play qualifiers to qualify for the next World Cup. They didn't have to. What do you call it? They didn't get back into the next World Cup. Argentina had to qualify again. So I don't know.
Yeah, but Argentina's we know what they do in their country. Anyways, but yeah, we'll be Chelsea will be there in the Club World Cup. I can't even say defending our title because we're a mess, but yeah, we'll be there. Hey, will you be there, Josh? Will you be there?
I don't know. Will we be there? I think with the coefficient, we've got a strong chance of being in the 2029 Club World Cup.
Yeah,
I mean, if we win the Champions League, there's no doubt we're in it. Because we reached the semis last year and got to the final this year, I mean, we're probably strong in the coefficient rankings. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, man, that's still 3 years away.
But yeah,
who knows what's going to happen?
Because you were asking about being like the bigger club and stuff. The conversation, if Arsenal win this champs, the conversations we'll be hearing about players will get dark. Declan Rice, bro, like, because we already heard in November Declan Rice is better than Gerrard. We're gonna hear Declan Rice better than Scholes.
A better Premier League legacy than Gerrard.
Yeah, we're gonna hear Saliba up there with Rio.
I'll bring that up.
We're gonna hear dark conversations.
Norgar's better than Gerrard. It's brilliant.
We're gonna hear dark conversations. Yeah, I'm here for it. Listen, what's his name? Dowman better than Gerrard. Yeah, I hear it. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, me and Akavin were talking about that. If we were to win in Budapest, there's obviously going to be inevitable comparisons between us this year and Man United in 08. And I personally believe, apart from Timber and maybe Rice ahead of Carrick, there's no Arsenal players that get in ahead of that Man United 08 team.
Yeah.
If we were to win in Budapest, of course, otherwise the conversations are relevant.
Right back then? Was that Gary Neville?
Neville was injured, so it was West Brown, who actually assisted Ronaldo.
Yeah, easy.
What was Neville injured the whole season?
No,
pretty much, yeah.
No, not the whole season, but I think he was injured for like half of it.
Okay. Half of it. I don't think Rice gets in over Carrick. Not gonna lie, Carrick is cold. Who was your other midfielder with Carrick?
Scholes, wasn't it? So Zubimendi's not getting in there here.
No, it was Scholes. It was Scholes and Hargreaves.
I was gonna say he can leave, but yeah, Scholes. Never mind. Yeah, my bad. Respect Scholes. But yeah, listen, Arsenal. Bro, we are in a weird period of the league next year. Starting next season, we've got the top 6 club. I mean, okay, Arsenal, but barring Arsenal, I guess the rest of the top 6 clubs have no established like world-class manager.
No,
Chelsea have Xabi Alonso. Liverpool have Slot for however long that will be. United have Carrick. City will have Maresca, it looks like, and Spurs are in the Championship.
Hopefully. I'm worried for Chelsea next season. I can't lie.
Prime. I asked Josh this question: are you gonna have 2 screens on if Spurs get relegated with the Arsenal title parade and the Spurs relegation?
Oh no, you're not watching the Arsenal title stuff.
If Arsenal win the champs and Spurs get relegated, that's a treble. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that is a treble. That's not
Arsenal fans are allowed to claim that as a treble when talking to Spurs fans.
He did.
Only us and the Manchester clubs, and Liverpool in '84, but that was the League Cup. So.
Is it the pain you were in? The pain Arsenal fans were in when Spurs won Europa last year, and you guys bottled another title. Is it worth it now?
Well, is it worth it now? You know how shameless I was. I took the piss out of Akavin and Agassia after United won back because I thought I've got to find happiness in this scenario somewhere. You remember that video? Yeah. That was completely shameless. Is it worth it? Oh, Spurs winning. I mean, to be fair, we've won the league title, so I can care less about last year. I don't think about bottling the league last year. We were never close last year. I don't think we bottled anything, to be honest. Last year, it was obviously the league titles beforehand. But yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. It's just we're Premier League champions, man. And if Spurs get relegated, that's a double. If we win in Budapest, that's a treble, and we've joined the Manchester clubs.
Now you have.
And in terms of the club debate thing as well, in terms of who's the bigger club, I think if we win in Budapest, we've finally got a European Cup, and if you double Chelsea's league titles, we're still 2 above them. So, in my opinion, obviously I'm biased, but I think we'd be undisputedly not only the biggest club in London, but undisputedly the third biggest in the country.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's my opinion. Yeah.
But then Chelsea fans will respond and say, "We've got
where's your second
Champions Leagues? We have multiple
European trophies.
We've won the Club World Cup, both versions of it."
That's Liverpool fans to us when we had more league titles and then they had more European Cups.
So yeah, so I think I don't listen. I hear it.
Still debatable.
Yeah. I don't think unfortunately, it's not like one is clear of the other.
Thank you.
It's still debatable. So yeah, we'll see. Enrique, do you have a bit of magic left?
Bro, he's one of the best managers in the world.
I say this about Pep Guardiola. Yeah.
Let's talk about Pep leaving actually. Right now.
Bro, Pep has had a perfect career, managerial career. He's had everything handed to him, whatever he wanted. You now have to spend all the money in the world. You've never been sacked, even when in situations where you probably should have been, where other managers like Jose would have been sacked. You didn't. You stayed. You were allowed to stay. You're allowed to build and rebuild. Brother, the fact that you're walking away is a bad look. I'm not going to lie. It's such a bad look. Man. Walking away without a major trophy looks so bad. It looks so bad.
I consider the FA Cup a major trophy, but I am an Arsenal fan, so I've had the last 20.
You're walking away without a league title and without a champs. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks so bad. It does.
I think without a doubt, his European career at City should have been a hell of a lot better than it is. I mean, as good as the treble was, and finally winning City the European Cup. The fact that he's only won one with the amount of backing and all that.
Especially how it's been this season. Arsenal, listen, you won the league, credit, you deserve it. But let's be real. You guys were bottling on so many occasions this season.
Yeah, insane.
Arsenal have won this league because City just continued to fail not to capitalize. That's why it looks so bad.
Thank you, Everton and Bournemouth. Thank you.
Like, Josh, that's part of why it looks so bad. You could have ended the season on a domestic treble and walked. But instead, you have no major to show. I'm not going to lie. For me, it looks bad. I'm sorry.
So bad. City bottled it because they were top after beating Burnley at the end of April. Surely that's the. Oh no! Surely that's a fact.
City bottled it. Yeah, they bottled it. They bottled it.
We bottled it, and City bottled it. So we came back. Honestly,
wasn't the points difference 0?
The Carabao Cup final, we were 9 points clear, but they had a game in hand. Then we lost to Bournemouth.
Yeah,
so we were 6 points behind.
Maybe it was a few games after it went down to 0. Yeah, the City definitely bottled the league. They bottled it.
I mean, they were in the ascendancy and everything. I'm so happy. I mean, people talk about Rodri. I mean, his mentality comments were correct. It's Bernardo Silva. I can't stand that guy. I'm so happy we've won it on his head with him pissing off.
Fans that don't like Rodri is weird. Arsenal fans that don't like Bernardo Silva, I don't get it. What's wrong with Bernardo?
He's a rat, mate. The amount of shit he talks in interviews, and he's a whining little git to the ref and all that. Let's not forget Rodri strangling Clive on the ground as well. Honestly, let's have a bit of humility, but still.
How is he a rat? What has he done that's bad?
Be Bernardo Silva and win league titles over my favourite club. That's enough reason. But I don't know. The guy irritates me, man. And the way, like, his arrogance in interviews and all that, arse-licking Liverpool and saying that he's never seen Arsenal win a Prem. I mean, yeah, I got rattled. I got rattled, and I'm so thankful that we've won it over his head.
Up until yesterday, he wasn't wrong. He hadn't seen Arsenal win a Prem.
Yeah, I know, but don't talk a load of shit and don't deliver. You know what I mean?
But he has been delivering for seasons. I don't like.
Yeah.
Why is it you think what Rodri said is okay, but you don't like Bernardo?
Well, because Rodri was talking about the mentality. Bernardo was a lot more snide in his comments. Rodri was being objective. And Bernardo Silva obviously being biased and all that. I think now, I don't want to go back to stay humble and all that because obviously Arteta's a megalomaniac. We can all see that. But Bernardo Silva, I mean, it's the fact that no. Well, I said before, obviously winning the league and whatnot. I said whether he goes through for this again, wins the league, or wins the league and the Champions League, I still think that's the perfect way for him to end it because I feel the way he's ran the likes of Ben White and Sackett and Timber into the ground, I feel it's completely unsustainable. The style of football isn't sustainable. We're not going to retain a league title if we play the way we did this season, in my opinion. I feel like that would be the perfect time for him to go. And it is like, I feel like his tenure is coming to an end unless he recycles the same way Fergie did at Manchester United, which I seriously doubt he's got the capability of doing. So,
congratulations, my brother.
But big up Godfrey. Godfrey, we finally done it, my guy. We finally done it. Last time we won the league, I was a fetus in my mum's stomach. So it's the first time I've seen it in my lifetime.
Why does Arteta need to retain the title?
Well, why does any team need to retain the title?
No.
You know?
What I mean, okay. No, what I mean is,
you finally know how to get over the line.
What I mean is, retaining the Prem is something only 3 clubs have done. It's not something that happens. Chelsea have only done it once in our history, by the way.
We've only done it once. That was 3 in a row in the 30s.
Yeah, it's not something that happens. If we're just talking Premier League era specifically, why should he have? Like, obviously, yes, your aim is to retain it next year, obviously, but if he doesn't retain it, why is that necessarily a bad thing?
Well, of course, when you've just won the Premier League, not retaining it is obviously a bad thing. But in terms of the fact that we should be on about 3 league titles by now, you know, to leave with only 1 would be a major disappointment. And that's where I'm coming from in terms of the Arteta needing to retain it next season. At the end of the day, with the amount of investment he has been getting, there's no reason why we shouldn't be retaining the league title. I understand the likes of Man City dropping off after their league title win in 2024 and Liverpool as well in their 2 Premier League title winning seasons. I understand it happens and it could so easily happen to us, but we've got the squad to retain it. Do we have the manager to retain it? He's won the league, so there's no evidence to suggest that he can't. So I feel like, looking at it objectively, if Arteta doesn't retain the league title next season, it's going to be a disappointment no matter what happens, whether we lose it on goal difference by a couple of points or if we drop off the way Liverpool did or the way Chelsea did in 2015-16. It's going to be a disappointment regardless if we don't win it, of course. Yeah, AFC always. That's genuinely what I think. We cannot play the way we have done this season if we want to retain the league. We're going to have to be more expansive and whatnot. Does Arteta have that in him? God knows. The way I see it, now that he's won the league, playing this type of football, he's not going to budge from it. So, you know, and at the end of the day, you don't fix, you know, what doesn't need to be fixed. But I don't think the style of football is sustainable with the amount of mental strain it puts on players defending 1 goal leads week in, week out. It's one of the main issues I have with the way we play, whether we're playing Mansfield or Manchester City or PSG in the final or Atletico Madrid. We always play down to that club's level. When with the squad that we have, we should be playing a lot better. So, you know, that's what I'm believing is not sustainable. And like I say, with the amount of backing he has got and the fact that he's proven that he can get over the line, if he isn't able to retain it next season, of course it's going to be a disappointment. There's no doubt about that.
No. Of course you'd be disappointed. But that's not necessarily what I mean. What I mean is, like, if you don't retain it next year, is it a get him out, sack him, or is it a thing of he should go another year?
Can I answer that one as well? I don't think me personally, I don't think there should be any outrage. He's already crossed the line. He's finally gotten over the line of finally got over the hurdle of what he was supposed to do. He was not brought in to win the league title, but he's finally brought Arsenal to that promised land where he's won that title. So I doubt there'll be outrage over that. But the only outrage I see is if in God knows whatever happens, Arsenal drop out of the Champions League places and then don't qualify for Champions League next season. For example, it's just an example. I know they will, but I'm just saying that if they do drop out, then there'll be outrage. Unless obviously they go and win the Champions League next year. But I don't see it. Like the only outrage I see is if Arsenal go trophyless and bottle Champions League places. That's what will be the outrage. But there shouldn't be much. I mean, Arteta has already finally crossed the line. And rightly so. I agree with this. I kind of agree with this comment here. But I think 23-24 matters.
Yeah. 2023-24, if we get back to that, I mean, the way our attackers take the piss in front of goal as well. I mean, people always blame Martinelli for missing, like, presentable chances, but the bigger issue is the fact that he has missed our only chance that we've created in 95 minutes. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, sitting back at home to Liverpool, like a poor Liverpool side with, fullbacks on the wing, there's been so many other options, settling for a point away at 10-man Chelsea. Stuff like that. We need to capitalise more on next season if we are to retain it. Because you can't discredit how we've won the league, or you can't discredit the fact that we have won the league. But I've got to admit, we are lucky that City aren't what they were, and I will finally admit that they aren't what they were. And of course, they've won 2 trophies. They're still Manchester City. They've still got the best manager of all time, in my opinion, at the helm until next season. But at the end of the day, instead of league performances, I mean, dropping points at home to Forest and whatnot, City never usually do that. We caught life, in my opinion.
But you also need to capitalise, and you did. Like, I don't think it's like City aren't at their best, sure, but so what? Like, you still won the league. Exactly. It is what it is. Like, we also don't have prime Man United in this league. So does that mean? What does that mean?
It's not any less valid than
Yeah, you won it. I don't know. I think the mental factor of actually having gotten over the line, that's something that people aren't you're not talking about. I think just having the mental factor of having gotten over the line makes a big difference. As opposed, like you're saying, change the style up and stuff. I mean, maybe you guys need to attack better, I guess. I agree with that. And not just rely solely on the set pieces thing, or mainly on the set pieces thing. But
cheers, Happy, for winning us the league.
Oh, King Kai, man.
Yeah, King Kai. Left Chelsea to win the Prem.
Are you not the same guy that was cussing him out? No?
Maybe. Josh was the most critical.
King Kai. Yeah, okay. Listen,
King Kai should have been sent off against Burnley as well.
Kai is he scored to win the Champions League and he scored to win the Prem.
Hey, that guy's got minerals. I don't know.
Yeah, for 2 English clubs, it's crazy. He's won major for the 2 big London clubs. It's crazy. I wonder. Hey, maybe he can score maybe Havertz can score the winning goal in the Championship to promote Spurs.
I was thinking more scoring in Budapest, but never mind. Good.
The reason you want to do well the season after is you win the league, so you show how on a flash.
Of course, you remember Raw King calling Liverpool bad champions.
No. Obviously, you want to do well, obviously, but like you guys could compete for the league next year, and say you could win the FA Cup and Carabao and finish, say, second by 3 points. I don't think that's not a terrible season. As long as you're still competitive and winning things, like that's not a terrible season.
Like yearly, yeah, I agree.
Because realistically, it's realistic to say you're not going to win the Prem next year, like because retaining it is extremely difficult.
To be fair with you, Prime, I'm looking at it next year.
Let's just be honest. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you win other things and you still compete for the Prem and don't win it, that's not a terrible season. It's not complete failure.
I think winning any trophies is the sign of a successful season. I mean, in the first ever Premier League season, we finished 10th when we were expected to challenge for the league, and we still won the domestic double. So no one cared about our league position, At the end of the day, you win trophies. That's all people are going to think about come the end of the season. If Chelsea won the FA Cup at the weekend, not many people will be talking about how much you've fallen off after Maresca's departure. It would be about how you've managed to salvage something and how you've added something to the cabinet. First domestic trophy since 2018, it would have been, which is a hell of a long time. So, trophies are obviously the main metric. They're obviously the main talking point. They're obviously the things you talk to your grandchildren about. I was there when we won our 14th FA Cup, or I was there when we ended our 22-year league title drought. Of course, if we obviously drop off and have a season like Liverpool, still finishing the Champions League places, but we win a Carabao Cup, that's still a decent season. We've added something to the cabinet, and we haven't dropped out of the main European competition. So,
well, no, I'm not even saying drop off like Liverpool, because Liverpool's drop off is like shockingly bad. I'm just saying you don't win the league. You can still beat, like, even if you challenge and you finish second by like 3 points. I don't think that is necessarily complete failure. So long as you win, like, at least one, maybe two of the domestics. If you're still being competitive, not winning the league is not complete failure. Is my point. Because realistically, you're probably not going to win the Prem. So you still need to have a successful season in other areas.
Who did Bournemouth play on the weekend again? This weekend, Forest.
Fulham.
No, Forest. Okay. All right, Bournemouth. I need you to do a favor. Go to Forest away, slap 5 past them. I hope Liverpool lose to Brentford. I hope Liverpool lose to Brentford.
Liverpool drop out of Champions League places.
That would be the most hilarious bottle job of the lot. Trust me. I need that so bad. I'll be, bro. From Premier League winners to spending 500 million dropping out of the Champions League on the last day of the season. That would be hilarious.
Liverpool was so uncharacteristic in the summer. I mean, that is not what Liverpool are about in terms of reckless expenditure. That's not something we're going to do this season, especially after this summer's outlet. We'll probably sign Troopy Junior.
Also, with Liverpool, like I said this last summer, Liverpool fans that are gassed about all the money spent, you're not going to do this again. So when people are saying we need to sign this player or that player to fix the squad now, what makes you think you're spending that? You're not spending that big money. Like, Alisson's leaving, but Mamardashvili is his replacement. Salah's leaving, but Isaac is his replacement. You have Vert, who's the creative replacement of Trent. Frimpong is the right back replacement of Trent. They've already replaced players in the squad, what they bought last summer. So I don't think they're spending big again.
And you know one thing, Prime, the one thing that kind of pisses me off as a rival looking in, right? The one thing that pisses me off is that I like Chiesa so much, and they're not giving him an opportunity. Because he's, at the start of the year, you saw what he was doing. He was trying to collect the goals. He was scoring a few goals, getting a few assists here and there off the bench. And I'm like, how do you not give this guy minutes?
Because he's injury prone and he doesn't stay fit.
But when he's fit, like, he doesn't get much opportunity. Like, he's one of the best outlets. Like, if you think about it, like, he should be playing when he's fit. You know what I'm saying?
When is he fit?
Talk about,
Sorry.
Well, who knows if he is fit?
Like, the guy's like massively injury prone.
Depends on how we lose it as well. What else? He needs to fix the domestic cup run and we'll start fix the FA Cup.
See, this is it. If we won that Carabao Cup, I have no doubt we would have at least got a point against Bournemouth and a point at the and would have wrapped it up.
Are you talking about the Champions League final, Godfrey? Depends on
he's talking about if we lose it, how we lose the league title next season.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's my point, though. Like,
I agree with this. You don't drop off a Liverpool.
That's my point. If you don't win it, because like not winning the league but still being competitive and losing it by a few points is not necessarily a drop off. It's because realistically, Premier League winning teams don't retain the title. There have been better Premier League winning teams than Arsenal have not retained the title. That have dropped off massively.
Yeah.
Conte's 16-17 team is clear of this Arsenal team, and they dropped off massively the following season. Ancelotti's Premier League winning team is clear of this Arsenal team, and we didn't win the league the following season. We lost it by like a point or two.
by
9
4
points.
Yeah,
but-
so
but-
it could happen. It's a thing that can happen, realistically. But so long as Arsenal are so competitive next season and they win like one of the domestics or two of them,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
I mean, to
You
be
know?
fair to you, Prime, like it's hard to like take the piss out of them now because they finally got over the line. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to really say, oh, they're bottle jumps. We can't call them bottle jumps no more because they've officially gotten over that hurdle.
No,
That-
you can't. Now, if Arsenal have a completely capitulation of a season next year, then sure. Then this
Yeah.
Premier League win, I'll be real.
It's the
People
worst- it's
will
the worst.
people will use an asterisk towards that, I guess. But no, realistically, you're not going to fall off massively. So
No.
you're,
Well, I mean, we don't know, but after finishing second 3 years on the trot and the mental hardness you require to go once again and finally get over the line, I feel in terms of like, not even in terms of, looking at other teams previously, in terms of just human psychology and, the mentality and mindset, I think it's natural that you may drop off, which is why I think, the likes of Sir Alex and Pep are, complete anomalies because they still manage to keep that hunger after so many years of winning.
We
but
keep
Josh,
refreshing.
that drop off was supposed to be this season, though. I thought, because what you just said, I thought challenging 3 years on the bounce, finishing second, no trophy to show for your like supposed success. I thought this year is when you drop off completely and don't challenge, and you didn't, and you won it.
You know,
so
Arsenal actually.
I think you've built up that mental resilience, and you'll just go again next year. Not even saying you'll win the league, but you'll go again and keep pushing, and you'll win things next year. You will.
Prime, you know, Arsenal actually
Hope so.
repeating history. That actually Wenger also went 3 years in a row, finishing second, and actually won the league the fourth year. Arteta repeated the exact
I can understand why Prime thought we may drop off though, because Wenger won it in his first full season before finishing second 3 times in a row. So there was no question that he could get over the line. With Arteta, it was like the blind leading the blind, So.
Yeah, like I thought eventually just the mental thing you have like you have to drop off because we've not seen a team be competitive, quote unquote, this long and not win anything. I thought you'd have to drop off now. And you didn't, and you won. So especially when it looked like it was down and out. When you lost the final and then the lead dropped to 0, everyone was saying the title was done. That City will win it now. So yeah, listen, an Arsenal team that actually wins, we've not experienced this in our lifetime, guys. So
I know, man. Like I said, I don't understand. I don't know how old you two were in 2004, but obviously I was just conceived, so obviously I haven't seen this before. I was just over a year old when we lost in Paris, so it's not as if I have any recollection of that. I'm just happy that I never thought I'd ever see my club in a Champions League final. So, I'm just taking it. I'm just taking it in its strides. And I'm going to enjoy this league. I'm going to enjoy lifting. I'm going to enjoy watching Odegaard lift the Premier League trophy at Selhurst Park with my nephews and everything.
Did you go to the Emirates yesterday?
It was 16-17, Brian.
No, I wish I did, but Jacques, who's been on this channel a lot, he was, and yeah, apparently it was absolutely insane. The parade should be good as well, regardless of what happens in Budapest. A lot of our fans are saying like they don't care about the final and it's a free hit. Absolutely not. This is the biggest club game that you could ask for. And
the only thing is, though,
if we don't win it, I know that we're not favourites, but it'll still be a disappointment. It's not going to dampen the parade because we've ended our 22-year league title drought. But obviously, there's going to be a bit of a dampening.
But the thing is, though, will you go into that final being in celebratory
Yes,
mode? Or will you be in because remember how City went into the FA Cup final match against us, kind of in celebratory?
No, but you can't compare an FA Cup final to a Champions League final. That's not.
No, but
Arsenal are gonna be focused for this final. They're gonna be committed. Like that's not.
No, I'm not comparing the final. I'm just comparing the the mood going into a final. You know what I'm saying? Like will you still be in celebratory mode, kind of like?
No, and also City weren't in celebratory mode in that FA Cup final.
Thank you.
Man United just surprised them. No one
They
expected.
got drunk,
No, I don't think they weren't. They weren't drunk for the final. It's just United surprised them. No one expected United to be that good.
Big up Shivan, man. Big up to you, bro. Yeah.
Thank you, Shivan. Manchester United will be there. Not yet. But given the football cycles, the cyclical stuff, I think it's going to be at least a decade before you're going for the league again.
Hey,
But
so the last 3 seasons, right, including this, City, Liverpool, and Arsenal have won a title. Hey, Kevin, who's going to be the next big club in England to win a title? United or Chelsea? Which out of us?
Probably Chelsea, I think.
Chelsea.
It's not going to be.
Sure, Xabi Alonso as a fan. No, I can't lie.
Okay, let's talk about this Xabi Alonso thing. I'm not impressed by this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not impressed.
All right.
It's not that I don't rate Xabi Alonso. I think he's a brilliant coach. I think his time since leaving Real Madrid has really shown how good he actually is, because they're now all punching each other up or whatever. He did brilliant at Leverkusen, taking a club that is not like a Dortmund or anything, so not like a traditional club that we all see, taking them, being unbeaten basically the whole season in all competitions up until the Europa League final. That has to be respected. However, the reason why I'm not personally I'm not phased by it is because I don't trust this ownership to change. So we're still gonna keep doing the same bullshit. You know what would have impressed me?
Links been in the chat.
What would have impressed me is if we had gotten rid of all these sporting directors and hired a proper director of football. That's what would have impressed me. But the fact that Alonso's here, we brought him in. He didn't ask to be to have the title of manager. We gave him the title, which shows me that Chelsea, a big club, we were begging for him to sign a manager that's not been managing for 5 years. People talk about Arteta and how inexperienced he is. Alonso's more inexperienced than Arteta. Yeah. Even though they both have one league title, which is crazy each. It's crazy to say that now. But
Alonso's won one with
Alonso's not been managing that long. So the fact that we begged him when we're Chelsea, we shouldn't be begging someone like Alonso.
Is Cesc Fabregas next? Is Cesc Fabregas up next?
To who?
I mean, I'm just saying, in terms of to win a league title, because obviously, there's Iraola, you've got Fabregas, the young.
Fabregas eventually with Como can win the Serie A. He can do that in a season or two. He can do that. With Alonso, it's great that he's here, but I'll be real, unless we actually make real change in the way we run as a club, I don't think he's going to do much better than what Maresca did for Chelsea.
Prime. Did you see the video of Chelsea fans chasing Iqbal out of the Stamford Bridge last night? They were trying to.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me, because we lost a 7th domestic cup final on the bounce, and 30 minutes later we announced Xabi Alonso, and Chelsea fans just forgot that we lost the final. Chelsea fans were doing fan cams and making tweets. Hold on. Chelsea fans were making tweets and doing fan cams celebrating that we have Alonso, but we just lost another cup final. Another domestic cup final we lost, where we were the better team, quote unquote. Josh, you are right. It is a lack of standard, and I've been saying this since 2019 that I don't want to become like Arsenal, and Chelsea fans have become like Arsenal. We're accepting things that aren't even the bare minimum. People celebrating Xabi Alonso. Chelsea as a club should have a top manager. Xabi Alonso being hired is not even the bare minimum. Chelsea being in the top 4 is not even the bare minimum. Chelsea being in a cup final is not even the bare minimum. So I'm not impressed. I'm not moved. I don't let's see if we actually have a good window, but we're going to have the same window I said we'd have in January. I said in January when Maresca left, I called the window we'd have this summer, and we're already having it so far. Barco, who's at Strasbourg, he's about to be announced. Amega's coming back. He's going to be in the team next year. Penders is going to be in the team next year. Quenda's going to be in the team next year. All this talk about going for an experienced players. We're probably going to sign someone like Paul Van Heck from Brighton. We're going to try to go for Morgan Rogers or Morgan Gibbs-White. That, those sort of things will be our window. So I'm not moved.
Yeah.
I'm not moved.
I think I said earlier on the stream.
Sorry, go ahead, bro. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, bro. I said earlier this stream in terms of the Alonso appointment, I think it does heavily hinge on Clear Lake and your sporting directors and all that. If you're not going to back Maresca properly after delivering a Conference League and Club World Cup title within the space of a few weeks, then what chance would Alonso have? I mean, it was crystal clear you guys needed another centre back, and they didn't bother. They gave you Garnacho and Gittins instead. I mean, they got rid of Nicholas Jackson for Liam Delap, which is a downgrade. I mean, they just don't seem very competent in terms of making decisions. And in terms of Alonso becoming manager, he's probably going to have more of a say in transfers. But with maybe no Europe next season or being in the Conference League next season, whatever it is, are they going to be willing to put in that amount of money? I'm not sure.
Like Pochettino's a bum, and I never wanted him anyway, right? But on paper, you hired an experienced coach known for developing young players to a world-class potential, like what he did at Spurs. So the fact that you brought him in and you didn't back him at the beginning is bad. Yeah. You then sacked him. You did all your extensive research in the world, and you got in Maresca. After he had the season he had last year, where in January things looked bleak. We needed a striker. You didn't buy us one, and Maresca managed to cross us over the line for top 4. And then he went and won the Club World Cup, battering the best team in Europe that no one expected us to. You didn't back him to push us up to challenge for the title. Arsenal have won the Prem yesterday. They could win a Champions League. We could have stopped that ourselves this season. We could have made the right signings to, maybe not win the league, but we could have made the right signings to challenge and to make it more competitive.
You were challenging and then it fell off because you sacked
we weren't really, but we could have made the right signings to actually make a serious challenge this year. We could have made the right signings to actually win this Champions League this season. We could have made a real statement this year, and we didn't. And we have allowed Arsenal to win a Prem and potentially win a Champions League. And this ownership don't care. Roman was here for 20 odd years. Arsenal only sniffed a Premier League in his first year in charge. The Invincible. You know what happened the next 2 seasons? We retained the top. We went back to back in the league. We set a point total in the first season we won the league. We sent a goal. We sent a defensive tally that has yet to be broken. But it's amazing, wonderful Arsenal side. Everyone keeps telling me they're going to break our record, and they haven't. Roman showed real dominance. They didn't allow Arsenal to do anything. And now we've just let them, this ownership that loves to shit on Roman, they've allowed Arsenal to do something Roman didn't allow them to do. Allow them to win the league. But how do we respond now? Because Roman responded by getting one of the most sought after young managers in Europe in Jose Mourinho. And he built a team that allowed us to retain the title. We took Arsenal's star player, star boy, and Ashley Cole. What are Chelsea? How do we respond now? How do we respond? Are we gonna take Arsenal star boy? Are we gonna take Saka? Like, how do we respond? What are we gonna do? It's embarrassing.
Would it not be the other way round now, if anything?
What?
Would it not be the other way round, if anything?
No, he's talking about this comment here.
Oh, yeah. If you want Garnacho, you can have him. But
I was thinking more Caicedo as a Zubimendi backup. I'm not sure. No, honestly, I don't think there's many Chelsea players that I'd really want to be fair.
Shit, man.
He's been dog shit for about 18 months. I don't understand it. Didn't he have an Achilles problem? And he hasn't
Is he not in the England squad? Is he?
He's going to be in the England squad.
It hasn't been announced yet, but he's going.
He should be there, but I don't know. And is it
Should
crazy
he be there?
who starts over him this year at the World Cup? Is it crazy to say that Kobe Mainoo starts over Cole Palmer at the World Cup?
They don't play in the same position, but
no, I know, but I mean, Mainoo could play 10. You know, he could play number 10 very well.
He's not going to play number 10 with Bellingham. And
Mainoo's not going to.
Foden and Palmer are going to get called up anyway.
But
Mainoo's probably not even going to start. I'll be real.
Didn't Thomas Tuchel have like a falling out with Jude Bellingham or something?
Nah, Tuchel loves Rice and Anderson, and he also loves Wharton. I don't think he's starting Mainoo.
No, but didn't he have a falling out with Bellingham? That's what I was asking. Like, didn't he and Bellingham have like a falling out? I swear, like the last time.
I've no idea anything about that.
I mean, yeah, but we didn't mention Bellingham in this combo.
When PSG players in the Club World Cup the day before, we were more worried about how the trophy would be presented in the match.
I don't know how much the trophy would be presented
Big up
to them.
Blue.
Big up Boss of Blue. Shade for BK. I know. I had to bring my ID. You know, I'm getting used to it to get beer. But anyway, no bad words from me. Hey, listen, Boss of Blue, it's all banter, and your club will be there soon.
Did you
you know how it is.
Your family's Arsenal, right, Josh?
Yeah.
So how did you celebrate yesterday?
How did I celebrate? I was with my parents and my sister, and yeah, we just jumped around for joy. Dog got scared. Had quite a few beers. Woke up very hungover.
Dog called Win.
No, he's not called Win. We should call that dog One, actually, as we finally won something. But honestly, man, it was a brilliant. You know, it's one of those. You know, you remember where you were when something happened. I mean, Prime. I'm sure you remember where you were in 2012 when Drogba equalised and scored the winning penalty. I mean, it's one of those moments.
What happened in 2012?
But something that we're going to do in Budapest, hopefully. But
Really?
win big is.
Really? Say that again.
In 2012, you did something that hopefully we'll do as well in Budapest.
Oh, now it's hopefully, okay.
Hopefully, yes. Now it's hopefully. Don't worry, you haven't got me on that yet.
Right.
All right, man.
Defense of the previous team.
Yeah.
You've had yes members, even they've got fed up with the owners and they left. He's talking about the previous. Cool. We spoke about Arsenal's title win, well deserved.
Oh, okay. Man United, yeah. This
Yeah.
Bruno thing with 20 assists, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a good achievement? Yeah. But why are United fans behaving like him hitting 20 assists is comparable with like winning a league title or a Champions League? The way everyone's celebrating this, like you guys have won a major trophy, is weird to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't celebrate it like that, but at the same time, like I'm more looking at it this way: if Henry and Kevin De Bruyne got player of the seasons with 20 plus assists in that season and didn't win the title, then I think Bruno should also kind of get it. And you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying I'm celebrating it.
Those guys did it when their team were competitive and they ended the season with 2 trophies. These guys were playing in Europe and being competitive. I don't think you can. Listen, I'm not even knocking the achievement of getting 20 assists. That's amazing.
No, I know.
That's awesome. But the assist he got at the weekend, I want everyone celebrating with him instead of the goal scorer. That's weird. That is weird. If this was Arsenal, we'd all laugh. Josh, am I wrong? If that was Arsenal, we'd all laugh, no? We'd all say it's cringy and it's weird and it's performative. So why is it with United we're accepting this? I think it's a bit weird.
Here, Bruno, Roy Keane called it Bruno. Did you see that Prime?
Yeah, because Roy Keane's right because as much as yes, it's the achievement of getting 20 assists is amazing and stuff and it's great, but you haven't won anything. You didn't win the Prem. You didn't win the champs. You're not being competitive. You didn't do anything.
We didn't.
I don't.
I understand that.
Maybe that's just me, but like I'm just like it's being over celebrated. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
I understand because obviously Henry and 03 won the FA Cup, although that's not part of the league. De Bruyne won the Carabao Cup. Bruno hasn't won anything. I do believe that in terms of the Player of the Year thing that Akiva mentioned, because Arsenal have ended a 22-year wait for the league, I'm thinking that the Player of the Year is probably going to be Declan Rice. But I wouldn't be opposed to giving it to Bruno, due to Akivan's mention that
it should be Declan Rice or Gabriel. Bruno winning it, I'd be real. Like people are gonna say, I don't think he'd like. People are gonna say he deserves it because of 20 assists. That's great, but weren't wasn't everyone cussing him out the first half of the season for being shit?
I was.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
the penalty.
consensus? So why are we saying now he deserves it when he was shit for half the season?
I did
thing
say,
is-
like, people talk about Bruno's 20 assists the same as Henri had 20 assists, De Bruyne had 20 assists. All 60 of those assists pale in comparison to Odegaard's 2 assists this season away at Newcastle for the 96-minute Gabriel win at St James's Park and the assist away at West Ham. It's like the quantity of the assist is all well and good, but in terms of the occasion, I mean, you can't compare any of Bruno's assists to any of Odegaard's this season, you know. So I understand Prom's point there, you know.
People talk about like doing it matters, yes, but like when you do it and how you do it also matters. The occasion matters. Doing under pressure matters. I don't know. Whatever. But for me, I just look at it and think, yeah, you guys are celebrating this like it's a major, and I'm like, nah. Because again, if this was Arsenal, Josh, again, am I wrong to say if this was Arsenal and Arsenal were celebrating this like this? If Arsenal were celebrating Eze having 20 assists this season and you guys had bottled another title, we'd all be clowning Arsenal. Let's be fair. We'd all be killing Arsenal.
I would as well,
but because it's Man United, we just have to accept it. And Roy Keane's hating. Nah, man.
No, look.
Is that to say Arsenal more hated than Manchester United,
I
aren't they?
think he's the best player in the Premier League.
I mean, yeah, sure, but also because it's cringy. The act is cringy. Like, sorry, say that again, Kevin.
I don't think he's the best player in the Premier League. He's on one of the best form. He's on one of the best form, but he's not the best player. You know what I'm trying to say? He's on really good form, like playing really well. Like if I had to talk about a player that's been on the best form from a long while to what now, I'd say
no, but you're not. No, but you're not answering what you're not answering what I said though.
No, he's the best player this season. No.
Yeah, but you're not answering what I said.
No. What did you ask?
About the United fans celebrating the 20 assists like it's a major trophy.
Because I don't know, bro. Like I said, we don't celebrate trophies like that anymore. United fans, the problem is with our fan base is we diminish every single trophy possible, only just to celebrate finishing at a high position in the Premier League. Our fans were saying six at the start of the year. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Wait, just to celebrate finishing in a higher position in the Premier League. But 45 minutes ago, when I hopped on stream, didn't you say you want Liverpool to not make Champions League football?
Oh no! I'm celebrating my rivals falling out. I'm not celebrating my club. I'm not celebrating my club. I already said this before. And Josh can vouch for me. I've said third is not a great achievement. I've said this many times. I didn't celebrate third place. I said whatever. We got it. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me now, right? I want to win stuff. I've always said winning stuff is always my number one priority before Champions League football. Like if you ask me, next week top four race, would you finish fourth? Would you sacrifice FA Cup semi-final for fourth? No, I'm not sacrificing a semi-final for a fourth place finish. That's embarrassing. I'm giving it everything I can for a trophy. I'm going for the trophy, but the trophy's number one for me. Always will be. You know, like I said, as League Gunner has always said, the aim of an elite level sport is to win major trophies, and I agree with that 100%. You know, there can only be one winner in a cup, and United, bro. I said the season was over after Brighton. I don't know if you were there. I said the season was over after Brighton. I said
the FA Cup.
Our season's done. Yeah, our season's done. We can get closer in the top three, but we won't win the Premier League. We were close, but we weren't going to win it. We were never going to win it. So our season's done. We're not going to win a trophy. So there was no point of even gassing it up. Cool. I said this already. Next season, push on. Push on from this. Get better. We've already finished high. Now you have to finish a lot higher next season. I don't necessarily mean we'll win the Premier League, but I want to still compete because you've already competed this year. What's the reason why we can't compete next year? I know there's more games, but buy more players at this case.
Oh, so Carrick, yeah? You want him to have I know he's already been announced, right? But you want him to get the job, right?
He was not my first choice. I'll admit that right now. He wasn't my first choice, but I'm gonna back him for now. I'll back him for now, but he wasn't my first choice. Like my first choice was like a Nagelsmann or like a, you know what I'm saying? Nagelsmann was like my first choice because Enrique's with PSG, so obviously he can't sign for United. But Nagelsmann was like one of my first choices as manager. So yeah, I'll back Carrick for now though, but we'll see.
But okay, there are people who are like critical of Carrick getting the job, right? Do you agree with those people who have those opinions of like he shouldn't get it?
I understand the concerns. Me personally, Carrick is. I am worried about Champions League experience. That's the one thing I am worried about. The Champions League experience he has. Yes, he has managed a few games in a game of the Champions League before for us, but at the same time, like the experience is key, right? And I don't understand people criticizing Carrick for the results we've been getting, but the football is like we can only play that style of players because of the depth we have. We don't have much of a squad depth, so we can't rely on players coming off the bench to make an impact for us. Our bench is not that great, you know. So if we sign, like I said, if we sign better players next season, if we sign more players and add to our squad, better players off the bench, the football will improve because you're bringing better players off the bench to make better impact, right? At the moment, we only have what we have. We can't play the most amazing style of play. We did against Man City. We cooked them. We destroyed them. Should not destroy them in terms of the scoreline. It should have been more than 2-0. But what I'm trying to say.
You never played me?
What?
That was your mic, Prime.
Okay, my bad. Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, if we sign better players next season, the football will improve because you have more players off the bench that can make better impact. Right now, we only have a sample size. Right? We played very well against City and Arsenal, but after that, the performance has dropped. And
I've just clocked.
Sorry.
So I've just clocked Carrick's beating us twice 3-2 in 2 different stints as Man United manager. Oh my god!
The exact same way as well. You guys led, we led, and then you equalised, and we led again. Exact same way.
That was Ronaldo's 800th career goal, wasn't it? The penalty.
And the Portuguese was involved in all the goals last time.
Christ above. Sorry, yeah, that just dawned on me. That's I'm looking forward to another 3-2 defeat to United next season as well. But
does Carrick have a Premier League trophy as a manager though?
Give him 6 years and £1 billion, and we'll see.
Say 6 years, £1 billion spent.
He won't be in a job in 6 years.
Honestly, you give Carrick that backing, and give him 6 years. I see no reason why he can't go on to win a league title.
We won't have Carrick for 6 years if that's how we're gonna go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. You guys won't trust the process of Arsenal.
I don't look at it as a process. I don't look at anything as a process. I never have.
Listen, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time, guys.
Yeah, but.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Trust the process is actually coming to fruition here. I'm actually stunned.
There's no process. I don't look at process as a project. Either you win now or you get sacked. Pretty much simple for me. Either you win a trophy next season. Okay, I'm gonna give Carrick 2 years to win me something. If he doesn't win me something in 2 years, he has to go. I've already said this before. A manager gets 2 years minimum, and if you don't win anything in these 2 years, you get sacked.
Hey, you guys know Lee Gunner's favorite saying? What phase is Mikel Arteta in, Josh? Or did he?
I know. I like that too.
Did he inherit a world-class squad? He tweeted out. Yeah, Lee Gunner tweeted out last night. Yeah. Did Arteta inherit a world-class squad? Is that what happened?
Brian, am I reading this correct? Tony Pulis won manager of the season in 2013-2014. Really?
No, that was the Great Escape with Crystal Palace, wasn't it? Or am I being idiotic? Yes, I'm being idiotic. Forget what I said.
That's fucking crazy, man. Tony Pulis, 2013-14 manager of the season. Allow me.
I thought Brendan Rodgers won it, but fair enough.
No,
Tony
I
Pulis.
swear.
Who was he in charge of?
Was it
You guys
Palace?
know.
Was it
Stoke
Palace?
No, Stoke was Mark Hughes. I remember that. Stoke was Mark Hughes. Yes. Mark
Was
Hughes
it
took
Palace?
over.
I think I might have been right. Oh no.
No,
No,
the
Mark Hughes took over Stoke
Palace.
here. Still played football.
Palace finished 11th. Stoke finished 9th.
I think Palace were on the Palace looked down and out come about March, but I think they beat Chelsea. Funnily enough, I think John Terry scored an own goal, and that kind of kick-started their survival. That culminated in the Istanbul Classic, and they were safe and they've been safe since. But I don't know. Might have been Tony Pulis. I'm not sure. Maybe Brian can help us out in chat.
But yeah. Anyways, we spoke with the title win, Chelsea. We spoke with the FA Cup.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see that Palace team.
Yeah, go on.
That Palace team had Wayne Hennessy, Mariappa, Scott Dan, Damian Delaney, Joel Ward.
Jeez.
Zednak, Yannick Balassi, a bowler.
Balassi,
Tom Ince,
legend.
Ledley, Arsenal legend, their best ever striker, Marian Shamak.
No. Fucking Shamak.
Dwight Gale, Jason Thompson, Glenn Murray, Daniel Gabidon, Gideon Speroni. Yeah, wow, crazy. Yeah.
Oh, man. I started watching football the season after, so I never got to witness Gerrard slip live. Sad times, man.
Listen.
Still.
Run me the Gerrard agenda, man. I mean,
Norgard's better than him, bro. As long as he plays against Palace, that's five appearances. He's good.
Owen Hargreaves has more titles than Gerrard. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you say that like Owen Hargreaves is a bum.
No, he's not. But
yeah, I was about to say the way you sounded, it was like Owen Hargreaves shouldn't be.
So, yeah, he is true. He is well and truly has said himself. Gary Steven Gerrard.
A Liverpool number 8 slip, and City didn't win the league.
Crazy work, man.
Yeah, but anyways, you guys hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna head because
no worries, man.
I do have like some things to do, and I wasn't even supposed to be on this long. But I only hopped on to like congratulate Josh and
thank you.
When's your final on the 31st? Don't worry, I'll send you the lyrics, Josh, because I know you don't know.
It's on the 30th, don't worry. Hey, listen, man. 90 minutes in Budapest is going to be a long time, you know. So.
But we will do your.
You already don't tell me you're still doing the nervousness thing, bro. You already know you're gonna win it. You already know.
Will we win it? I don't know. Like I say, 60-40 in PSU's favour.
Josh, we're friends. Drop the game.
We're up against the best team in the world. I've got to be realistic. We're being delighted with where we are. But Akvin, I've got to be honest, I'm going to have to hop on my other phone because I'm on 2% right now.
Oh, no, don't worry.
So I'm going to have to.
I'm just going to read the rest of the results and we'll wrap it up in a bit. So
don't know if I'll hold on that long. Yeah.
No worries. Liverpool 4.
Let me say about Spurs.
Yeah,
you man are fucking shit. You guys are fucking shit. Your relegation's on the line.
The game yesterday.
The worst Chelsea. Nah, I wasn't at the game. I'm not going to the shit game. Bro, this is the worst Chelsea team we've seen in donkey's years. Relegation on the line for you guys. You have a free hit and you can't muster up a fight. You guys are fucking shit. That's the best I've seen Chelsea play all calendar year. You're fucking shit. You're awful.
Do you know anything helped you guys? Do you know anything helped you guys? Reece James coming back has really boosted you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you played a lot.
Reece James didn't play the game. He was on the bench.
No, but I mean, as of late in the cup final, I thought you played all right.
Bro, we didn't have Reece James. Our best center back didn't play. You guys are fucking shit. You guys are shit. Oh, bro, leave the Prem. Leave the Prem. Get relegated, mate. Leave. guys are
We all
awful.
Everton. We all Everton this Sunday.
Yeah.
We
My
all
phone's on 1%. I've got to leave, but big up. This has been a
Yeah.
fantastic show, and thanks for the congratulations, everyone in chat. Akabin and Prime, honestly,
Guys,
and maybe your clubs will come to challenge us next season. I don't know.
guys, Josh's
Oh,
link is pinned.
oh my God, shut up, man. I'm taking away my congratulations.
All right, see you. Bye.
Get Josh to 50 subs. He's literally his channel's pinned in the chat. Everyone go sub to Josh.
Hey, Josh,
Big up. Yeah.
when you go to the parade, vlog it for your channel.
Yeah, you should.
I will. I promise Akabin some footage as well. Anyway, big up.
Right.
Film a reaction video right now. Film a reaction video right now and post it. I'll be there.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Spurs are just fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like we played well, but like again, Spurs are shit, so I don't even care.
Hopefully they go, man. We need them gone big time.
Also, just for the fact of, I just realized this yesterday. So someone told me this yesterday. For me, listen, I don't care about Spurs personally. For me, they're not a rival. So if they stay or get relegated, I don't care. But someone told me, a Chelsea fan told me this. We need West Ham to stay up because they rent out the London Stadium. So if they get relegated, the government is losing out money that West Ham will pay them, meaning the prices in London will go up. And I live in London, so and things are expensive already, bro. You need to take out a mortgage to get a meal deal over here. Things are tough. So I'm like, you know what? For the benefit of my pockets, West Ham need to stay. Spurs need to go. For the benefit of the money. Listen, I don't care about Tottenham. They don't care about me. But what I care about is my fucking money. So Spurs can go. Leave.
Yeah, man. Let them go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just leave and also that fucking Europa League as well. Listen, that competition's been diminished now. They've ruined the competition, Spurs.
Yeah.
They ruined Europa.
By the way, how's DT's son doing, Alfie?
I've not even spoken to Alfie. Fucking, I'm not gonna speak to that guy, bro. I've not spoken to him. It's yeah. But yeah. Anyways, peace out, everyone. Subscribe to the channel, like, and congratulations, Josh, or whatever. I guess. Yeah.
I'll see you on Saturday, bro. We'll do the Prem show on Saturday, previewing the Sunday's games. Relegation.
Who are we playing? Oh, we're playing Sunderland. Would I even watch?
You're playing Sunderland.
Actually, no. I won't even be watching our game. I'll be watching the relegation fight, mate. The relegation fight. I need my. Listen, the Spurs. Do you know how dark it is? Arsenal winning the league when Spurs get relegated. You know how dark that is, bro.
Bro, that's even as a Chelsea fan. I know you must feel like horrible seeing Arsenal win the league, right? But the thought of Spurs winning the league, the Spurs of getting relegated would be fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but like I don't know because like I don't listen. Spurs don't do anything to me because I personally don't have an affiliation towards them. But like,
yeah,
if bro, imagine winning the league is great enough as it is. But imagine your rival getting relegated in the same season you win the league. That is dark. That's so dark.
Bro, how must expressions be feeling after waking up this morning, bro? I swear.
Bro, that is so dark. That is like could you imagine imagine having this all these years you've been seeing City and Liverpool win the league. Imagine United had got relegated one of those seasons.
And Liverpool Liverpool won the league last year. We finished 15th and lost the European final to Spurs. That was dark for us. I'm saying.
Yeah, but you didn't get relegated. What have you got relegated? Like, that's bad. That's dark.
Bro, Prime, the amount of Liverpool fans that live in Thailand, bro, I'm shit scared. The amount of Liverpool fans that live here, I can't wear my United shirt outside anymore because I'll get trolled. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get trolled.
That is the darkest. That's the darkest existence, bro. That Europa League last year, it's diminished now. Like it means nothing.
But hopefully Villa win it tonight, though. So I just want Villa to win it tonight. I want.
Oh no, of course I'm talking about Spurs winning. It means nothing.
Oh yeah. It doesn't mean.
I'll be real. Spurs, give that trophy to Ange. Take it away from your cabinet. Give it to Ange.
No, but you know what's funny? They lost the final and lost their best player. Like that's how insanely bad it was for them. They lost their best player after winning the final. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Brennan Johnson.
No, not Brennan Johnson. Son left after the final.
Son wasn't. Yeah, but Son wasn't even their best player that season, though.
No, I mean like just their best player in general. Like he was like one of the best big name players left.
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying?
hey,
Kane,
listen, it is what it is. Spurs, if you go down, you deserve it. I hope West Ham stay up because I like Bowen and them, man. And I don't want Bowen to leave West Ham because Bowen's like one of the best wingers in this league,
Mateus
and
Fernandez though.
people don't give him the credit. And if he leaves and he joins like Liverpool or something, I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie, because Bowen's cold. So
It's,
I need him to
it's
stay.
Mateus Fernandez. I think Mateus Fernandez is one we have to look out for this summer. He might go to some big club. We'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Mateus Fernandez is moving even if West Ham stay, if he's gone regardless. It doesn't
Yeah,
really
I
matter.
agree. I think it's
Yeah.
gone for sure, man. But for cheaper, but for how much we don't know because whoever gets relegated, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I'm gone. 'Cause I do like I do have like actual stuff to do. And I only hope on
big up, bro. Thank you for joining.
just congratulate Josh and bro. Bro on Twitter, Igal is going through tweets of Arsenal slander and people is hurling abuse at him. He's going through. He has receipts, bro. I think it's hilarious. It's amazing. So amazing because I got a notification today of Igal responding to one of my tweets, and I'm like, what's this? I'm tagged in, or what is this? And I looked at it, and it's something from like years back, like 2022.
Oh,
so it's amazing. Yeah, it's bro. The receipts, bro, are mad. So it's amazing. It's actually amazing.
I mean, to be fair, they can go through it now. Like they have every right to go through it. It hurts, but they have every right to go through it.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do.
I'm just glad City don't win. I'm just glad City didn't win the Prem, bro. I'll be honest with you. I prefer Arsenal over City because City is going to catch up to United. So I'm just glad that Arsenal ended City and Pep's leaving. That gives me a bit of light. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny to see. It's funny.
But also the City, the United fans twerking for Arsenal is weird.
I wasn't twerking for Arsenal. I was just personally like just.
No, I'm not talking about you. But the United fans twerking for Arsenal because they don't want City to win the league. Like, okay,
yeah,
but
that's me.
Twerking for Arsenal is weird though.
I wasn't extreme though. I like I said, preference for me was Arsenal, but yeah, either way.
And they'll try and do this moral. They'll try and say, "Oh, but if you want City to win the league, you know, because of their 115 charges, the morality." All right, cool, but fuck the morality, because do you know the bad stuff United have done and Chelsea and Arsenal? Fuck your morality.
I'm sure other clubs have done that stuff as well. But for me, like personally,
fuck your morality. So yeah, but
it's not about morality. It's just about them catching up to us. Is what scares me. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's fine. No, I'm not. But what I'm saying is not in reference to you. But there are United fans that are celebrating Arsenal winning the league because City don't have it, and it's like, okay, but you're United fan. Arsenal are your rivals too. Arsenal are bigger rivals than City, so it's weird.
I don't know.
Arsenal are bigger rivals than Man City.
I'm not. I mean, to be fair with you, I'm not so sure. Like now, different, but for me, I still hate City for what they did to me in 2012. You know what I'm saying?
But that's fine. You can still hate them for what they did in 2012, but Arsenal are still bigger rivals.
I think it's preference for fans. To be fair, for me, I've always considered City the second biggest rival. I've always considered that. I don't know if it's because Arsenal never really done anything towards it. Like I've never had to go through Arsenal. Like,
no one was saying no one would have said that back in 2005.
Oh no, 2005 is different. But I mean, over the years things have changed.
Okay, all right, man. But yeah, anyway, I need to do. I actually do need to leave. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe. If you're an Arsenal fan, I'm not congratulating anyone that is not I'm not actually personally friends with. So I'll be right. I don't care.
Yeah. That's fair. But anyways, bro, take care. Have a good one. See you Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah, and I can't even. You can't, bro. We need to come up with who are we gonna make fun of? We can't make fun of Arsenal. Spurs are relegated, so they're not even in the league. Who do we make fun of now? Do we make? Do we just make fun of like United for going 13 years without a title? Is it United now? Is it Chelsea? Is it Chelsea we make fun of?
No, it's Liverpool now. Hopefully,
Liverpool won the league last season, so
I know,
but their title is fresh.
No, but they spent 500 million and now
true, but their title is still fresh, so they're not the banter club. Who is the banter club? Who's the banter club?
Honestly, because you guys just won a trophy last year. I think we are honestly. You guys just won a trophy last year, so I think it makes you the less of a banter club. I mean, you guys just made bad decisions. If you didn't sack Maresca, I think you win something this year for sure. That's what I personally think.
Yeah.
I think you made the mistake of sacking Maresca, so that's on Chelsea. We just had one game a week. That hurt. Actually, that hurt me. One game a week. I wanted to see us win the FA Cup or play in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. I'm saying I wanted to see us.
Yeah, but Grimsby happened. But yeah, anyway, peace out, people.
Take care, bro. Take care. So, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I don't know what you mean by that, Boss of Blue. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. No, João Pedro for the Brazil. I know Brazil, he didn't get selected. Not bad for Manchester City, 2 domestic cup double at least. Arsenal maybe, and somewhere it's got to be PSG at big finals. If Spurs go down, isn't there a capacity limit on how many fans can watch the match? I don't know for sure how many fans can watch the match. Newcastle, the thing is with Newcastle is they've not really created any noise. And they're not that big of a club compared to I mean, people look at Newcastle because of their length of stay in the Premier League before they got relegated last time out. I don't know. I don't really look at Newcastle as a huge club, but they're a big name, but they're not a huge club. Like financially, they've got the money. They're not, but they're not all that in terms of success. They just won one trophy in 70 odd years. So that's embarrassing for the side for a club like Newcastle. 70 years without a trophy is crazy to me. It's crazy work. Palace won a trophy before Palace won a trophy in 50 years of Palace having been there, or whatever it was. Palace hadn't won a trophy in 50 years or something. The first ever trophy in ever. You know what I'm saying? Can't banter Josh anymore is what I meant. I mean, to be fair with you though, Boss of Blue, Josh has hardly ever been a guy I could banter. He's one of the most realistic Arsenal fans out there. You only banter the ones that talk the most and create the most noise, not the ones that are the realists like Josh. And make sure you guys sub to his channel, people. Let's get him to 50. He's 9 away from 50. Let's get him there. Come on. Thank you for 3 subs, guys. Come on. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. 4 subs to 610. Come on. If you're watching and you haven't subbed, hit the like button and sub. Like button's also important. Helps out with the channel. And make sure you guys turn your notification bell so you don't miss upload, you don't miss a live, you don't miss all the content, all the good stuff. It's been a good show, people. But the rest of the results, let me get to the rest of the results before we go. Villa 4, Liverpool 2. Happy for Aston Villa. Hopefully they win the Europa League tonight. I will do a Europa League final preview. I'm not so sure if I will do one soon, but waiting for tonight, I think we'll do a Europa League final preview. Villa 4, Liverpool 2, United 3, Forest 2. Did the review with Ray on the channel, so check it out. Brentford 2, Crystal Palace 2, Ray and Kyle, sorry. Brentford 2, Crystal Palace 2, Everton 1, Sunderland 3, Leeds 1, Brighton 0, Wolves 1, Fulham 1, Newcastle 3, West Ham 1, and Arsenal 1, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 1, City 1, Chelsea 2, Spurs 1. So yeah, those are the results. FPL wise, 80 points did my bench boost. I think I've sealed the title in some of the leagues, but we'll see. So I had 2 cup finals this weekend. I've got 6 leagues to win, hopefully, and 2 cups. So I need to really be on my game this weekend. I need to really be on my A game this weekend if I want to win it. Last weekend of the season, probably going to make all 3 transfers, actually. I've got 3 transfers to make. I might as well do it. I might as well make all the transfers in the world. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, guys, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Sub to the channel. Sub to Josh. Links pinned in the chat. I'll be back live tonight for the Europa League final preview for a real quick one. I don't know who I'll bring on for the channel, for the show, but I'll bring on someone for the preview. Over for you next season. We'll see, bro. I like the energy you're bringing for next season, though. We'll see. But it's all about luck, man. You know what I mean? You have to ride your luck. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm good at this and that." I make the team for what's good for myself. You know what I'm saying, and not what's good for everyone else. Big up, Brian. Big up, man. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for tuning in for the whole show, man. Appreciate you always. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to everyone else in the chat. Boss of Blue. Big up Prime. Big up Josh, who was here earlier. Big up Don C. Make sure you guys also sub to Don C's channel, people. Make sure you guys check it out over there. He's doing good work on his channel. Big up Shivan. Big up to AFC Always. And if I missed anyone out, Jay, big up to you. Big up to SPO as well. Big up to you. If I missed anyone out, apologies, but big up to you as well. Hit like button must be hit and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Post notification bell and turn on so you don't miss upload, you miss live, you miss all the content. See you guys tonight. Take care.